Peace, peace. I don't know if you can hear me. Give me a minute. Can you hear me? Yeah, the volume.
Hello?
There we go. Second.
All right, man, it's recording now, man. I just got done, recording.
Yes, give me one minute. Give me one minute.
All right, no doubt.
On my headphones.
Okay, no doubt, bro. You straight.
Oh my gosh, it's trying to get me. Yeah,
It's all to the good, bro. I see it recording at the top.
Oh yeah, definitely. It ain't that. It's my headphones now giving me little problems. I'm plugging it in and taking it out. That sounds mad. I don't know how to.
I need to plug some. I might need to plug some headphones in. No, I'm good.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. We back live. So now we taking it from the top, from the tippity top.
Yeah, man.
All right, peeps. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying, we did a 2-hour live video. We did a 2-hour live video 2 days ago. I thought it was recording. It didn't record. We had so much great material. More than likely, we have to backtrack. We got to backtrack again. First and foremost, I'm your host. Brother Leo, Brother Conscious. Right now, this is my good brother. Holy Water and Green Tea. You know what I'm saying? He's an artist. He's an artist. He's a singer. He's a rapper, and his music is built on inspirational. He does beats. He does his own music, editing and everything. You know what I'm saying? Talking about genius. You know what I'm saying? He was doing this at a young age. You know.
Thanks,
and he's still on the grind, still on the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Today, let me see if I can make it. I don't know if I do it. I did it big screen. You know what I'm saying? Just in case it's recording. Do it big screen. Make sure everything good, everything great. You know. Last we did 2 hours. We did 2 freaking hours of great material, great content, and I thought it was recording. It didn't record. That was a bust. But
I asked you. I said, Leo. Yes. I ain't say Leo. I just said, hey, is it recording?
Yeah, I know. Today topic again. We're going to touch on a lot of topics. Mostly going to be the black nucleus, the black family dynamic was our main topic. And again, I'm not a horrible narrator, but not the best narrator. You know, I get kind of stage fright a little bit. You might not see me talking, not really look at the camera or look at the screen, much look to the side or whatever. Like, I guess social cues or social awkwardness. I know. Learned now from my last one. What words not to use that I fumble and stumble on. But this brother.
Depiction.
I
remember, bro.
Yeah. Could have thrown a dirt on my knee, you know.
Remember that.
But this is a brother. Again, listen to me. I'm trying to tackle everything we did the last time. I don't have a great memory. I have selective memory.
You wanna tackle, since we're gonna be on here for like an hour, you wanna tackle a topic?
No time, but this is free flowing because this is the prequel to, you know what I'm saying, the Sunday. So we got to tackle a topic, and we could speak on each topic that you understand that's appealing, that we find appealing of these. You know what I'm saying? To talk on, we can definitely tackle them like for 10 minutes at a time, so we can chop up. This is a dialogue, open dialogue. You know, teaching or nothing. This is an open dialogue. I had a brother said you could literally pick up wisdom from the air. You could pick wisdom and understand it from the air and apply it to yourself. So if that would you take this conversation as, and by all means do so. But I want to touch base first on with me and his brother, we linked up living in New York. I was fresh to New York, and he was fresh to New York. He moved to New York to start his music. His music not really started, but I pushed to try to push and create a platform for his music. You know, I left New York. I mean, I went to New York after I had a divorce. You know, I had a my divorce. I went to New York with that. But me and his brother, we linked up. Him being from the South, and me being from the Caribbean. You know, he had an accent. You know what I'm saying? And we linked up in New York, and that was like damn near 10 years ago. And it took me until our last conversation we had to know that wow, it was 10 years ago. You know. So go ahead,
Absolutely.
speak on you coming to New York and how it felt. How it felt. New York, you taking a bold risk to come to New York again, leaving the
Yeah,
South.
it was, leaving to go to New York with $20. I didn't think much of it because I had a goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is I was not prepared with that goal. I just wanted something to take place, but I
Yes.
wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared to do the due diligence effort and work that it took. So
Mm,
I didn't, um I saw little certain opportunities or whatever, but I wasn't prepared, man, and I went back to New York a second time, but I wasn't prepared at that point. Then I came to realize to realization, like, I love engineering. I love engineering. I love production, and I love the artistry of it as well. But I don't, and I came to a realization, like, do I really want someone to control my art, or do I want to create, you know, freely and how I want to create? And
mm.
I don't want no one to have dibs on what I create. So, and we live in a social media world. I didn't realize that then, but I'm glad I went to New York because I met a lot of good brothers, including yourself. So,
Thank you, thank you.
brother, no problem.
I feel like for me, from when me and his brother met, I feel like the thing that stuck out the most to him is his determination, his drive, but most of all his humility. You know, his humility, and maybe it might be a southern thing. You know, what I'm saying, to meet humble brothers, and not in terms of humble as in you can walk all over him, because he was like as you get to know him, no, he's very opinionated. You know, what I'm saying, and very vocal and boisterous. You know, about his passion, about what he's passionate about, what his drive and motivation is. But your humility, that was always one thing that stuck out the most about you, you know. And I again today, to this very day, last time I saw him again was maybe last time I saw him, honestly speaking, like maybe 8, 9 years ago. It's the last time I saw him. But we kept in contact through social media. We exchanged numbers. Either he changed his number, or I changed my number. We always touch bases again. um my second son was born. He did a um he did a poem. He did a poem. Maybe I might tag it in this video. That's a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? But maybe I might tag it in this video. Maybe I might post it on my YouTube page as well. He did Brother Conscious, I Have a Queen. It was great. You know, I heard it. I didn't ask him for it. He just created it. He heard it and he created it. And I was like, wow. I saw him posted it. He tagged me and I was like, wow. I shared it on my my Instagram page, and it was definitely phenomenal. You know, I'm gonna post it on my YouTube page. So if you want to see some of his works, just as well as you can give your shout out again to your platform where you do your music at as well. I forgot about that.
The main platform is Holy Water and Green Tea. I got further stuff in the works as well as far as social media. But the main thing right now is Holy Water and Green Tea. Nobody else on the internet has that name. I'm the only one with that name from what I see. So it's not hard to find. Holy Water and Green Tea. That's a unique name that I came up with in a freestyle while I was at a studio in Atlanta. You I was sweep. I think I was sweeping. I don't know what I was doing. I was intern and I was just freestyling. I was like, um, I know some. I think I said something like this. I know that you'll agree that I got that holy water and green tea. You know what I'm saying? Something, just a little freestyle, But I said something before then, but I said, damn, that sounds like a hell of a mixtape. Hold on.
And
So
it's stuck because you're carrying it to this very day, so it's stuck.
exactly,
It
man.
hit home.
That was 2019. Yeah, that was 2019. I came up with that name. So yeah.
It's unique. It's different. It's different. I mean, even a lot of rappers I see this day and age as well. Their nickname, their stage name is uncalled for. I wouldn't say it uncalled for. It's very creative. I call us as Black people, we're very creative. Creativity, being innovative, being creative, is always something that we do in our adaptability as well. We adapt extremely well. So, like I said, the holy water and green tea I didn't get it. Like, honestly, I didn't get it. The last time he was having the conversation, I thought that was just like, sometimes people just go through their emotions, like, okay, I'm with this now. And I didn't know until like the last time he spoke on it. But now he told me he got it from a mixtape. Maybe you said it the last time. It didn't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I created the name, and while I was freestyling, I said it sounded like it could be a mixtape. Like I was gonna make it a mixtape. I was gonna make it the title of a mixtape that I created.
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, "No, I'm gonna make that my name." I was gonna make a mixtape and name my mixtape that, and I said, "No, let me make that my name." And it might still be a mixtape, just to make sure that my name gets out. So,
Okay.
but then I started breaking the name down itself. Holy being, consecrated. Water to me is pure. And then green tea is like, it wakes you up. So I put it together in a spiritual way. Holy is consecration. Water is like knowledge. And green tea is like enlightenment. So that's what I put together with that, And some of my music is, I try to stay within the bounds of my music, and I'll be on the edge with some of my music, but there's always a meaning behind what I'm trying to talk about.
Speaking about trying to talk about what forced you towards like your genre, not really your genre, but what forced you towards making the music that you make, like what force you, would push you, rather than doing what everyone else is doing, because what everyone else is doing is what's selling right now. What made you change your focal point, change your focus, change your point of view on music? Because
Well,
music is very influential. You know what I'm saying? As Black people, we need a catchy beat, a hook, and it sells. It don't have to be meaningful. It could be meaningless. And speaking of both a car, and it sells. What made you try to do something different?
man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Back in the day, it's funny because I hate to say this now, but it's kind of the truth. Growing up, right, my favorite rapper was Eminem. Like for a while, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I say I hate to say this is because his music doesn't elevate the Black community. So it should have been more like a Nas type. But then, Nas has his type of music as well, but he's more, I'm more relatable to Nas. You know what I'm saying? And not just because I'm Black, just because of the stuff he talks about. Because it got to the point where some of the stuff that Eminem would say as far as the influences, I would start saying some of the certain things in that realm, and it was very negative. Some of the stuff I would talk about, and I ain't saying it's his fault, but I'm saying it was influential to me, and then what made me really want to start rapping, I made the decision is when 50 Cent came out, bro. When 50 Cent came out, that was it. I was like, oh man, I got to be a rapper. But back then it was just rapping. It was just me writing. Then I began to fall in love with the whole idea of creating music. And then at first I was into the gangster rap type of mentality. I wanted to live that gangster life and selling dope. I wanted to do those things. But I told myself, if I do those things, I won't be able to make music because I'll be in jail. So I was the type of person where I didn't want to speak about things that I wasn't doing as far as being a gangster. I'm saying I'm a gangster, but I'm not, because I was willing to live that life just to live up to the music. That's how deep music was to me.
Yes.
So I had to eventually change my form of how I created music because I didn't want to be something that I wasn't. So
perpetrating a fraud.
Exactly. So I used to emulate Snoop Dogg. I was emulating a rapper named Lil White from 3 6 Mafia for just just a little bit. And I started emulate. I was emulating Eminem. I was emulating a few rappers, 50 Cent, The Game, those rappers that kind of came out in the era when I started wanting to really become a rapper, like when I was like 15, 16. So, and those, that kind of led me to, and then I started going to church. I started going to church. I started going to church from
Had to
like
do a 180.
exactly, man. I started going to church from like 17
Mm-hmm.
for a long man. I went to church for like 10 years, like, real church boy type
Mm-hmm.
mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And but the thing about it was that changed the dynamics of how I wrote as well, because I didn't want to go against that faith.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was still good music though.
Mm-hmm.
Still good. I was still writing very well, and I started doing the poetry, and
Mm-hmm.
um, and the poetry was just like it was on another level. People thought I was in college, you know what I'm saying, or they thought I was, when I was like 19, they thought I was in college and stuff like that because it's because I was how I was uh, articulating a lot of the words and stuff like that, and that was just came from listening to hip hop. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Not just Eminem, but many artists. You know what I'm saying? Many artists from listening to many artists, and but Eminem was my favorite at the time, and I felt like he was very lyrically inclined and stuff like that. But I had to shift away from being like other people and find my own unique route. So yeah,
I like to add this a little bit. Since you're speaking on writing and then you go into church and what's not, one artist in particular who get no credit at all. I don't know if you ever listen to Rakim. Rakim was a
absolutely
Rakim was he's very, very lyrical. He's lyrical. You know his material. You said you know his material. And the thing about a lot of people didn't know, like he never cursed in his rap. He never cursed in his rap. He go ahead, listen, I ain't no joke. Never utter no profanity. Not just say profanity is a bad thing, because I got a sailor's mouth, you know what I'm saying? But he was able to do that. He was able to do that and was good at it, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
definitely
Yeah,
altered.
he used very little. Um, yeah, if he did, he used very little of it.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, Rakim, and he was lyrical. He was very nowadays lyric ain't selling. Is what's catchy, a catchy beat again and a hook.
And the funny thing is, with my music, I began to learn how to adapt to the modern day, but
Hmm.
still keep my own
Hmm.
style.
Hmm.
Because I understand music, like Michael Jackson, he understood the era of disco. Then he
Hmm.
understood the era of creating that genre that made him blow up, you know what I'm saying, and
Hmm.
becoming the pop star he is. So
Hmm. Yes.
yeah, man.
My computer just went to sleep. What?
You still on though, so
Yeah, that John just went to sleep. What? Yeah, I'm still on. You said right?
yeah, you still on, bro. You still on.
Okay, cool, cool, cool,
Hold
cool.
on, how much light? Oh yeah, you can see me. Yeah, you can definitely
I
see me.
Yeah, I can't see you. My joint just went dark. My joint just went dark. Sleep more with the camera on though, but you said it's still on. It's still on.
Yeah, you
Um,
good. Yeah, you ain't got no
uh,
other light in you.
yeah, no, my screen just went black. It just went dark. It just went dark. Oh, there we go. It's back on now.
There you
It's
go,
back
man.
on.
You good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my light real quick out of my closet.
All right. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Yeah, man.
Um, yeah. So I definitely um like I just like the music. I'm about to switch the topic a little bit. We're gonna go
Yeah,
a
switch
little
it up.
left.
Switch it up. Switch it up.
Um nah, just with music being so influential, especially you being with you being on a black. Go ahead and say black, not just African
Let's get it.
American.
I know exactly where you're going with this, and if I could just say one thing,
Mm.
gangster rap and trap music was
Said
very influential for me.
gangster music and what was the other one?
Trap music, trap
Trap
music,
music. Okay.
selling dope.
Trap music. Yeah.
When when many artists came out and they started talking about selling dope,
Hmm.
I felt like it was encouraging me to sell dope at 15.
Hmm.
But a lot of these artists don't understand the power that they have in their words, and then they do, but they leave it up to the parents to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you cannot you cannot doubt or down the fact that you have influence in the world. And I almost started selling. I came into the influence of wanting to sell crack, but I never got started because I was one of those people who said to myself, if I go to jail, I'm not going to be able to make music or create. You know,
Mm-hmm.
now I would say, oh man, if I go to jail, I ain't gonna be able to have this woman I'm trying to hook up with.
But
so
yeah.
but it is my mentality now is like that music. It is influential to the youth. The sagging of the pants, which is which is which is I don't want to say that it's homosexual, but it does derive from a homosexual fashion that started. From my research, it tells me it started in slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm not sure if it really started in prison or not, but I've heard that too. But the sagging of the pants, showing up another man your drawers and stuff like that, that is borderline homosexual because it derives from that sense. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in the music. So I
Mm-hmm.
started sagging, and I was sagging from like 14 to 12, 13, 14 to like 21
Mm-hmm.
freely. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
anything I didn't do, I wasn't showing my drawers and stuff, but I was still sagging. But that's foolish. That's a foolish way of dressing. And so music has a very powerful voice in the
Now,
black community. Black music. Go ahead.
yeah, now with the pan sagging, because now we're in 2020, and I guess in 2010, 2021, but 2010 and 20 in the 2020s, uh like the 90s, the 80s, and even in the early 2000s, it was the big pants. You know what I'm saying? It was the big pants, like the big pants, and you know what I'm saying, the big pants. Then we had the jersey and the
I had them too.
jersey.
I had them
Yeah, the
too.
jersey. So even then, like your pants may be sagged a little bit, but you call you know what I'm saying, you had a belt. Your joint would your pants, like the buckle part, that joint would be all fastened. You know what I'm saying? But your joint, you have the big pants. You know, the big joints. So I feel not just a as a sign of homosexuality or anything like that. Um, not to say it don't sign it because of the pants go tighter. You know what I'm saying? We go with waves. We go with waves. It was bell bottoms. It was bell bottoms. It was the big pants. Now it's a skinny pants, and even cats them wearing skinny pants. They say, "Oh, I ain't got a belt." Some cats got
And
skinny jeans,
now, and
and they
now,
still sagging. Mm.
and now straight men are even wearing dresses now. You know.
Nah, that's a yeah. We draw a line there, like nah. I said from Chappelle and from Dave Chappelle when he made a valid point. He's like, yo, when Hollywood told me to put on a dress, I said it was time for me to leave. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a man, Malcolm X said, a man who don't stand for something will fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Absolutely.
When
You
they
know.
when they control the narrative, control the people. Like, you want money, you want to make money. I'll sell you money, but I'm selling you an image. You know, right now it's buck raping of them it being that way. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm gonna soften you up. You want the money, I'll bring you millions. But in return, that's also, let's talk about influential with music. In return, you're gonna perpetrate or portray this image that I'm selling to you. The script that I'm giving you, you're gonna go ahead and do so. And speaking of influential, a lot of our bad habits, a lot of our bad habits right now, it's through music. You know, I caught myself. I never, excuse me, never not one time listen to the WAP, like consciously listen to the WAP on social media. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and everybody type what the WAP was. For a minute, I had seen everybody's like WAP, WAP, WAP. I'm like, what the hell is WAP? Like, I had to go ahead and had to Google what is WAP, like wet ass vagina. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's like it's catchy. What's his name again? Dr. Boyce Watkins. He said you go to, and I know this kind of young, this is young, but he said you go to a 12-year-old child and ask them, how do you create a business? They can't tell you how to create a business, but tell them about a song that's popping like a week, like a popular song. They can tell you word for word for word. A 12-year-old child, not to sit here and say that a 12-year-old child is supposed to know about business or anything, but just tell you like like right now, what's the focus? What's the focus now in the Black community? You know what I'm saying? And then music just like adding to the demise. Like if not everyone can be on one accord. Marcus Garvey said it the best. He said he would not take everybody when he said repatriation, going back to Africa. He said he's not going to take everybody to Africa because everybody don't have that same mindset. You know, people are going to go to Africa and they're going to destroy. He's going to be building and they're going to destroy. So he can't take everything in for everybody, basically. You
Right.
know?
And and to piggyback off what you were saying, um, you was talking about I kind of lost my train of thought when what was you talking about when you were saying oh, the business.
Yes.
See, I'm gonna tell you like this. Remember I told you about when I went to the foundry, man,
Mm,
they used to bring their children in there young, teaching them about their business. So we should be knowing our business. Uh,
mhm,
at the same time, it's just that a lot of us don't have a business because we're employees. That's why bring your child to work day, you
mhm,
know. And the brother that I know, melanated brother like yourself,
mhm,
he owns many houses. I don't want to say exactly how many, but he owns many homes.
mhm,
And uh, I'm talking about this man, and he gave his all his sons houses, bro,
mm,
all of them. And he's been working since he was young. You feel me? Like he's been doing this but he brought his children up in it. So they will never lack anything because they know the business.
mhm.
Um, they know all they gotta do is go to him for the guidance. If they want it. He's a rough brother though. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's rough, but he's a good brother. But he's a rough brother at the same time.
Yeah, sometimes you need the little feathers to be ruffle little feathers, you know what I'm saying, to get the point
He'll,
across.
he'll, he'll get it done. He'll get it
Hmm.
done. I'm telling
Hmm. Yep, that is definitely a point. And all in terms of businesses, we got to shift it a little bit more. In terms of businesses, also well, Dr. Claude Anderson, he said, how do you survive? How do you survive in a capitalist system or a society with zero capital? Now, a lot of people sit here and they said, America is. I live here, and clearly you can hear from Holy Water and Green Tea. He's from here. Um, they said America's democracy. I personally feel as if democracy is code word to say this is a capitalist system. Whether you agree with it or not, the proof is in the pudding. You can see we survive where the rich, where the poor, the rich shit on the poor, and the poor trying to do everything in their power to emulate and mimic these rich folks. You know what I'm saying? Where the rich survive. You see all these killing and stuff on TV from police brutality of black faces, because again, we're at the bottom of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? We're at the bottom. That's why it's being getting away. I mean, and they're getting away with such horrendous acts. However, I personally feel that in our black household or our black focal point should be taking classes on financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? The simple fact that we're horrible with money managing. Dr. Khalid Muhammad, shout out to him. His birthday just passed December the 12th, 3 days ago. I think it was a Tuesday, possibly, maybe Tuesday, 3 days ago. Anyhow, he was saying, like a lot of us, we sit here and we scream for our reparation. At the point in time, I was going with reparation too as well. But at the same time, I do feel like they give us reparation the very next day of them giving us our reparation money, they're gonna have reparation sales. They're gonna have reparation sales on Lamborghini, reparation sales on BMW, and as fast as we get the money in our hand, they're gonna take it and we're gonna give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like financial literacy classes needs to be, not even say classes, household. Like, you know how you play the Monopoly in the household and so forth. Teach it entirely, even though you might have to take classes with the whole family, because they said a family that stays together or prays together stays together. A family that learns money management, because again, we're horrible at managing money. Now, again, we have anomalies, exceptions of black folks that are good with money, but us as a collective whole, we're horrible with money. I think with the hair and the nail, and that's predominantly us, the hair and the nail is a billion. annually, $1 billion industry annually. Jordan's $1 million or maybe $1 billion.
No, yeah. All together, these are $1 billion. Yeah, billions.
Yeah, no, hair alone, I think they say hair was what, 3 million, I believe, 3 billion annually, I think straight across the straight, I mean, like where are all Black people at? Africa, the Caribbean, America, South and Central America, you know what I'm saying? That's $1 billion, I think 1.3 billion or 3 point something billion dollars that we did annually.
I'm gonna tell you like this: Black America alone, from my research, and I could be wrong, but I got to go back and look at this and get the statistics and get everything right. If that's the word to use. You have to go. They say that Black America, if Black America was a country of its own, we would be number 10 in the world.
How much money we spend, right? I spend it with spending power, right?
As far as the spending power, and now Master P, I don't agree with a lot of his music, even though I love Master P, you know what I'm saying? I love his whole, way of thinking as far as like, the gaining and getting, further in life and stuff like that. And he said one thing, he said, just spend, I think he said 30 minutes or an hour a day in financial literacy or an hour a week or something like that in financial literacy. Because he went to college, man. He went to, when I watched the documentary about him and that BET documentary, it said he went to college. He went to college for business management. So with business management, you're gonna learn how to, you're gonna learn about finances. I would hope. You know what I'm saying? So we need the black man and the
You got
black
several
woman.
accounting classes, several economic classes, and several commerce classes up in there for money management.
Yeah, just simple. Just we need to know what to spend our money on that's going to benefit us. Not hot Cheetos. Not not Jordans, J's and stuff like that. Now if you work hard for your money and you want to go buy some Jordans, okay, I ain't talking to people I'm talking about people who don't got it like that. Who go out and just spend that money like that or whatever,
I want to check chocolate. That's a little bit, and that's gonna break your head a little bit.
Go ahead.
A very wise brother told me this. A very wise brother told me this. Right? He told me this. He said, if you survive by making $6 an hour, right, and you get a promotion and you made $12, I'm switching it a little bit, and you get a promotion making $12 an hour, why don't we go ahead and we change our lifestyle to fit the $12 an hour? When we survive enough to $6 an hour, now that we're making more, now we have to feel the need to spend more. A very wise brother, what I'm saying, from Columbus, Georgia, told me that in a different way.
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you that.
A very wise brother from Columbus, Georgia, told me that.
Oh, did I tell you that?
Yes. Yeah.
That's funny, bro. I forgot.
I had to switch it up a little bit, but that's exactly what you told me.
No,
exactly.
Because the funny thing is, if I did, I would say something like that. That's the funny part. And because I was just going to tell you, I live way under my means. Like I don't buy shoes or anything. Like I bought some $20 New Balances, man. I buy equipment. Like I buy equipment for my music. Like that's that's my passion.
You're investing in what going to bring you back, generate you revenue. That's what you're doing. You're investing.
And that's why I'm headed now. Because like I was talking to you about the truck driving thing. I start that on the 25th. I go into CDL permit school, and then I go, and that right there, I'm using that to invest into my company. My rent is fairly cheap here in the south side of Columbus because it's just filled with poverty down here. So I can just really stack my bread, and just live and just upgrade my equipment and promote myself. And that's the whole key, you know what I'm saying? So I also have to learn financial literacy myself because when I start getting that money, I need to be reading. See, it's to check your mind to where you should be putting that money, because I'm putting at least, like, I believe 80%, maybe 50 to 80% of my money is going into something that's going to bring me back something. So that way, I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad one time, and you know what I'm talking about, Robert Kiyosaki, Asian man,
Yes.
Asian by ethnicity, I believe, but I think he was raised in the States, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, one of my brothers, our brother Hassan, one of my brothers are from Instagram. Hassan, he put me on that rich dad, poor dad
Yeah.
thing.
To this, I heard the whole audio book while I was working at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working at Walmart stocking shelves, and I heard the whole audio book. One thing that he said that stuck with me through the whole book:
Mm-hmm.
liabilities and assets.
Mm.
Your liabilities is what
You
doesn't
owe.
make you money. Your
Mm-hmm.
assets is what makes you money. So if you buy a car, that's a liability unless it's making you money.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy a house, it's a liability unless it's making you money. If I
Mm-hmm.
buy a laptop, if it ain't making me money, then it's a liability.
Mm-hmm.
It's depreciating value. It's not. I mean, it's a depreciated item that I have unless I start making money with it to make it appreciative. So I want to appreciate my finances. I feel like that's good financial literacy. I feel like that's a good book for a lot of people to start with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's a brother out there that has good, not like you know. I, I
Nah,
I would definitely listen to a brother like Master P.
mm-hmm. Dr.
He
Claude
does.
Anderson,
He
he
needs
got
to
a
write a
book too.
book about financial literacy. If
Well,
he hasn't already.
not really financial literacy, but Dr. Claude Anderson is a book. It's called Powernomics. It's upstairs. I'm not gonna go get it though. It's Powernomics. It's a good book in terms of black wealth.
And see,
Dr. Claude
that's what I need to read as well, because the thing that deals with the Black family's productivity, that's what I want to dwell in. I
mm-hmm.
want to dwell in the productivity of the Black family. And
Mm-hmm.
because we just, man, the Black man, we're so looked at as criminals.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't talking about you celebrities out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the people that are under the radar. We're looked at as criminals. Black men are looked at as criminals every day, just by, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're looked at as targets, even though there's a bunch of Caucasian men and women that went to that US Capitol building and rioted and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. We're still looked at as criminals. And you know what I'm saying? Like, how do
Malcolm.
how do they not have all those people up under arrest?
Now, Malcolm X said it the best. Malcolm X said it the best. He said, how is it that there's more cops, and we all can agree upon this as well. There are more cops in the Black community, right? But how is it that there's more cops in the Black community, but the crime rate is exceptional? You got more cops in the community. You have them in the community because according to you, they're a threat. But yet again, your presence alone doesn't bring down the numbers. But you're arresting more people with more cops being. You're not doing like something doesn't add up.
Mhm.
For them trying to incriminate us. Of course, the whole plan, the prison pipeline system, where they come into our school, impoverished inner city schools, where they conduct these surveys of children in their reading level to sit here and tally up their numbers on when children hit certain age, 16, 18, they're going to be getting the number from children in school. Now they're conducting experimentation, their numbers from elementary school to decide then like the rooms and the capacity of prison when they hit 18. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And check.
So go ahead.
Oh yeah, and I just want to make a side note real quick on that. What you were saying about like more police in the community. Man, look, check this out. Now we on the south side of Columbus, Georgia. It's
Mm-hmm.
filled with poverty.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't real heavy in crime to the point where I can't walk down the street, but it's flooded with poverty, drugs, prostitution, um, whorehouses. You name it. It's down here in Columbus, Georgia, on the south side, straight up. Now, and even some on the east side. Uh, I can't, and on the mid side of Columbus as well, like in the mid side of Columbus. But I was living next door to somebody. He's not living there no more. They arrested this man, big brother too. I mean, John Henry brother. Big as I don't know what. Probably 6'2", 280. Probably bigger than that. This is what they did. He was riding a scooter. This was during the pandemic when it was real heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was riding a scooter, and because it's still
Pandemic.
yeah, a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
During the pandemic or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because it's still a pandemic now. But when it was like last year, um, like during the summertime, they arrested this man for driving a scooter without a tag. Now check this out.
A
They didn't
moped
get
or a scooter?
like a scooter moped type. He was supposed to have a tag on it according to the law or whatever in Georgia. But the thing about it is, you could like out of all the things that's going on in the south side of Columbus, you arrest this man about a scooter. I mean, it's murderers out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You arrest this man about a scooter. You couldn't give him a warning and be like, you couldn't just seize the
Or citation, or citation.
exactly. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about they arrested this man and he was so big he couldn't put the cuffs on. So you know what they had to do? They had to put shackles on him.
Wow.
They had to put shackles on him over a
Wow.
scooter.
Mm-hmm.
Over a
Wow.
scooter. And this is in Columbus, Georgia. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Heavy
Mm-hmm.
racism down here. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't saying I ain't, I mean you can go into some neighborhoods and see a huge Confederate flag.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can walk you walk in certain places out here, you better be careful. Like know the black side and know the white side. Like because if you don't, it could be a problem. So, but I'm telling you that shocked me because I'm like, as much stuff that goes on out here, as much crack.
That's established. That's them establishing dominance. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when they buck rape, they
And
go
guess
get the
what?
biggest.
And guess who arrested him?
Yeah.
Another brother.
Wow.
Another brother.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of remind me a little bit of the George Floyd situation where it was personal. You know what I'm saying? The incident was personal, where the cop knew the guy and it was kind of personal. Might have been the police officer might have had a personal vendetta with him or something like that. Maybe he was fucking his wife. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, that sound unbelievable over
I
a
have no
moped.
I have no clue about I know but the thing about him with the moped situation, that could have went left. That
Yeah.
could have went in so many different ways if he would have been like, you gonna arrest me over a scooter?
Mm-hmm.
And we in the middle of a pandemic and we finna, you finna put me in you finna put shackles on me. But he was actually like, okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And locked him up for a day or two over a scooter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I said to myself, bro, I said, ain't no way in hell they arrested this man over something that minor. But that's what they do.
They're trying to
And
meet their quota. They're trying to meet their quota and also establish dominance.
I'm starting to really believe they got a quota. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, and it's crazy, bro. Like, and they ain't got nothing better to do, bro, but arrest people who are riding scooters without tags. Like, I don't even know what happened to the scooter, but he didn't have it after a while. But I don't know what happened to it. But
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. But that's how even us. That's why I stopped. I used to want to be a police officer, bro. But after I realized that there's police officers like that, I didn't want to be a police officer no more. Because I said to myself, if I'm a police officer and I have to arrest somebody over a scooter with no tag just to meet a quota, or just because we ain't got no money in the precinct, so we got to make arrests and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to arrest. They don't want to arrest any of these drug dealers that's really helping to destroy the community. You know,
That
they don't want.
also go again. I'm quoting somebody else quote on Nellie Fuller. Nellie Fuller. He said, "Everybody benefits of somebody wrongdoing. They're not arresting the drug dealers. You arrest the drug dealers who are pumping crack. Not really the government. We know the government is the biggest drug dealers. Period.
Absolutely, absolutely,
You arrest all the drug dealers, take all of them off the hood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these politicians, they get their money through drugs. You know what I'm saying? Money laundering, drug trafficking, the whole nine. Maybe even human trafficking, melanated people.
Absolutely.
Um,
I believe all that. Straight up.
so we go ahead, we get rid of all the drug dealers, and the black people do get clean, completely clean. You know what I'm saying? They do. We're the sweet. You know, we're not really clean because that's a lot of fathers them going to prison. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're giving our children right now on Ritalin and all these other stuff because they have ADHD, ADP, PPD, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? They brought crack back to life by giving it our children prescribed. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But yeah, take all these people off the hood. Now we back to our common sense. You know what I'm saying? And when I why one of the reasons too, I said the government is the biggest drug dealer. Prime example, you watched the movie. I watched the movie. The Black Panther. Back in the days, the original one. Back in the days when there was documentaries and a lot of folks. Them even the FBI came up.
The Black Panther, just to clarify, because I thought you were talking about Black Panther in
Oh,
2017.
no, no,
You
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about
no.
Black Panther
California,
1995.
California. Yes, California.
1995. 1995
Yes,
Black Panther. Okay, let's see.
yeah, yes. The Black Panther Party movie.
Panther. It's called Panther. Yeah.
Yeah, the Panther. Yeah, the Black
Yeah.
Panther.
It's
Yeah,
called Panther. Yeah.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? That what they used to destroy the Black Liberation Movement. You know what I'm saying? They said the people are starting to unite. They start to unite. So a lot of these XXYZ, the FBI's bring in, and afterwards from that, we all saw Harlem. We saw Harlem as well. Let me go back down. When they made these treaties where J. Edgar Hoover, the FBI, the founder of the FBI, they flood the hood with drugs, cocaine, hard cocaine into the hood. And I know I spoke to you on this the last time. What's his name? Governor Chris Christie in Jersey, when he said he declared war on drugs.
War on drugs.
Now, yeah, you didn't declare war on drugs when the drugs was only in the hood. Now you want to declare war on drugs because the drugs is leaving the hood now, and it's coming to your children now at their school. Now they got crack. You know what I'm saying? Now they got pills. Now they got weed and so forth. Not weed ain't really a bad thing, but now they got weed. And now they're doing other stuff, speed, meth, and so forth. Now you want to declare. When it was in the hood, you had no problem with it. When you and your sign your papers to sit in and watch the demise of the Black community, it wasn't no problem. But now it left the hood and now it's in the suburbs around your daughters and your sons. Now it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now you got a junkie son and daughter, and that was a problem. So I feel like the hypocrisy in that. And also, once that was done, they went to Harlem. They went to Harlem right next door, and they allow Frank Lucas, even though the whole movie on this police was after him and so forth. But you saw him again. He said he ain't gonna sell out none of his people, but he gonna sell out all them crooked politicians. You know, that help him to get the drugs in the community. You know what I'm saying?
What movie you talking about? Nino Brown?
Yes,
I
yes,
forgot the name of
yes.
it. What was it called? New Jack City.
New Jack City, yes,
That's a
yes.
that's a historical movie right there. That's a
Mhm.
historical movie. Like that's something I would watch just to pinpoint what's going on. So, but yeah, and then when you look at they was calling it the COINTELPRO. That's what the government was doing to our people, you know, and nobody cares, bro. I kid you not. I've talked to conscious drug dealers, bro. Drug
Mhm.
dealers who are aware of what's going on and they still
Frank
sell drugs.
Frank Lucas was a prime example. Frank Lucas said, he said, yo, if somebody want that, what they call it again, that I forget what the name was back in the days, but he said, if somebody want that, their drugs, they're gonna go somewhere to find it. He said, I'm giving it to them. He's like, yo, but you really, because I was again with not Frank, Bumpy Johnson, OG Bumpy Johnson. And what's the movie? OG Bumpy Johnson. It's a new with Forrest
Yeah,
Whitaker.
an American Gangster, right? American Gangster.
American Gangster, yes, but also it's the Godfather of Harlem. It's a new sitcom with Forrest Whitaker right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, when Malcolm they came to him and he said, "Yo, you a powerful man with all this money. Like what you Frank American Gangster and also the Godfather of Harlem." He's like, "Yo, why you just destroying the community?" And he's like, "Plain simple. If I don't give it to them, they're gonna go to Italians to get it." He's like, "At least the Italians they don't look like us. You know what I'm saying? They are not us, and they just justify it or justification for the bullshit. You know, like you understand what's going on. You understand the plot for our demise, but yet again, you're still aiding in the destruction of the Black community. You know what I'm saying? How low can we go? So that's
I,
crazy. When you say conscious, go ahead.
I rather the Italians give it to us so the blood will be on their hands instead of us, because that way we'll see who the real enemy is. Because it's funny you say Italians, because I was going to talk about The Godfather. I was going to talk about The Godfather, the movie. I seen the first Godfather. I didn't see the other two, but I need to watch them for historical purposes.
Mm-hmm.
They said basically keep the drugs in our community in that movie, because that movie came out in the 70s, I think, and they said keep the drugs in our community, and basically nowhere else. And they called us, I mean, they basically called us animals, I think, or something like that. I don't know, but that's how they view us, man. That's how they view us. They may not view us like that individually, but holistically, man. When they look at Black people, bro, and I'm gonna kid you, I'm a side note this, right? It's what's amazing to me. I think I talked about you about this one time. Maybe I haven't. I'm not sure. But when you go to places like Asia, or you go to some places in Europe, or you even here in America, the first thing they compare our complexion to is feces. They compare our complexion to feces because that's how they view us. Aren't we the same complexion as trees as well?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we look like trees? Don't we look like the soil of the earth?
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to compare us to how they view us.
Mm-hmm.
So if Asians say, oh, the color of feces or whatever, don't you mean the color of trees?
Mm-hmm. That's deep. I like that. That's deep.
Because to check this out, because I was thinking to myself, I was like, because this came to me just by me talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot, call it meditation or whatever, but I talk to myself a lot, whether I'm not meditating or whether I am meditating, because I'll be getting knowledge within myself that I'm pulling out. Mm-hmm. And trees are more melanated than feces. From a certain now, feces is like the waste.
Mm-hmm. Dying. Mm-hmm.
It's like the waste.
Mm-hmm. But dying, it died already.
Exactly. And trees are like life.
Living organism, yes.
So they're going to compare us
mm-hmm.
to something that's a disgust,
mm-hmm.
because that's how they view us.
Mm-hmm.
They view us like a tree,
mm-hmm.
because a tree grows and it has roots.
Mm-hmm. And it provides oxygen.
And check this out. And when a tree grows, its hair looks like ours too. You don't want to hear what I said.
I'm gonna go back to the church, say amen. You know what I'm saying?
Look, when trees grow,
mm-hmm.
when it grows,
mm-hmm.
those bushes and stuff, it looks like an afro.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever look at their hair,
mm-hmm.
it sticks out.
Trees, bushes, yeah.
Everything that has life to it
mm-hmm.
never just lays down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not talking bad about Caucasian people. I'm just letting people know what's the original hair texture. Because some brothers believe that that's a curse. Some brothers like me and you, they believe that's a curse. Our nose, our lips, our hair, they believe that's a curse. And if I'm not mistaken, some brothers in the Nation of Islam believe that our hair is a curse, the nose, the lips, because that's the history that they had from, no disrespect to the Nation of Islam, because I really love Farrakhan, and Malcolm X. At the same time, I'm speaking from what I believe is what my research was telling me. So if I'm wrong, I'll freely be corrected, no problem. And the thing about it is that our hair reaches towards the sun. You know what I'm saying? All the other hair bows down to our hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural crown. We like, who else in history can go through the slavery that we went through and then come out on top? And I ain't talking about the slavery. I ain't talking about African slavery. I'm talking about the slavery that me and you went through, the Caribbean slavery, the slavery here in the States. How many of us can be, bro? I know for a fact your heritage is not Leo. I know that for a fact. My heritage is not James Edward Leach Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, those names were given to us. They they put the Willie Lynch letter in the Caribbeans, if I'm not mistaken, in Jamaica. So y'all had the slaves whipping y'all to train y'all for 60 years how to become a slave, and then they did that to us. So we know what it is. So, and we were able to go through all of that. If anything, it should be worse. When they say, "Oh, our brothers are killing each other, why their brothers doing that and all that stuff like that," da 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 da. I'm saying, look, check this out. I'm glad it's not worse because I'm surprised that we all ain't killing each other. As much hell as we went through, we speak their language. We learn how to shoot guns because of their people, their last names. We don't operate in our culture and heritage because of them, and we operate up under their justice system, which gives them control over our women and children. So I'm surprised that we're not destroyed completely. You know, I congratulate us that all of us ain't on drugs. That's
I
how I
got
look
a,
at it.
I got a lot to say, piggybacking on some of the stuff you said.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah.
Number one, you know, you tangle right down. That's my this is my go time. You know what I'm saying? For one, you spoke on the hair, and I see right now to this day, our sister they justify doing the whole European thing, and I get it because now you see now the brothers we got a little Rogaine foam and stuff now for their hair, the tattoo stuff and so forth. So I get it and I understand, but because our hair is different, everybody else, like you said yourself, everybody else have the same kind of texture hair. Our hair is completely different. Our nose, our build, our anatomy is different. Yes, we're human. Yes, we bleed red. Everything. Our whole build is different from the rest of the world. You understand? But we it's the illusion inclusion. If we don't like everything we do they have to be included with what we do in order for us to succeed. You understand? Teaching us to be dependent of them. You understand what I'm saying? Like here, like what's wrong? Like your hair, you're different. Okay, whoop-de-woo. You remember back in the days, like you get shunned of everything. Your hair, your lips, with the system of big booty. Now guess what? Everybody going to freaking Cuba, going to Dominican Republic, going to Florida, and getting their ass done, getting their lips done. You know what I'm saying? Not really reconstructing their nose, but getting their ass done. I saw a lady, it was a white lady. I think she's from Europe, some part of Europe. I don't remember. She went ahead. She got like pigments in her skin. Like she got some surgery skin, not like a boob job, I guess, because Black women have like a bunch of boobs. And we do have, the queens, them do be having like a lot of boobies, you know what I'm saying? But she got the whole, like a boob job. She probably has some E, F, or G, H or something. My titties was huge, you know what I'm saying? And she got her lips done. She got her lips done. And I was like, wow, you know, like, we're trying to look, not say we trying to look like them. We're trying to look indifferent. We don't want to look like ourselves. And they're trying to look like us. And they ain't hiding it, you know? They ain't hiding to get the whole Joan done, like, you know what I'm saying? That's our identity. That makes us who we are. You understand? And also what you sit here and you said, for as much as they sit here and they try to villainize us, turn us into something horrible or horrendous, if we are savages, if we are, like, logically speaking, if we're savages and we're animals, so how is it that we're not attacking white people to this day? For all the massacre that we go, why aren't cops being shot and killed, like, on the spot? Why they ain't welcome? If it's so dangerous with us, why aren't we retaliating? Because I mean, it's evident that when you pull over a Black person, some point or some time that you're gonna use the excuse that they're a threat. So logically speaking, if I get stopped from a cop, you understand, and I'm so violent and whatever the case may be, why ain't a lot more you're getting killed? Why all these slave masters or their children or their grandchildren are still alive? You understand? We ain't attacking them. We're gonna release all the slavery and what we did. We're a loving race of people. Regardless, everybody, especially in America, everybody can come in our community and open up shop, and we patronize people. You know what I'm saying? We're so much too like we're violent and aggressive because the miseducation, the miscommunication, the indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? That what was instilled with us from our slave masters to review each other as each other's enemy. You understand? We would take the clothes of our back. If massa or the colonizer or a white man sit here and say, yo, I need some clothes, we take the clothes of our back and give it to him. This as well as a brother that look like me and you, I probably owe you $50. Like 10 years ago, I didn't pay you. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a personal vendetta on me and you're gonna treat me different than you treat your master who probably didn't pay you maybe one time, maybe 5 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And whatever else the case may be, but you know a whole lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we as violent as you say we are, how come we kill each other because of miseducation, indoctrination. When we were in slavery, we were told that we were inferior, that
And to
whites are superior.
and to
You
go
understand?
and to go off of what you were saying, I remember I made a joke. Again, it was and I say this in the most uh I say this in the most non-homosexual way possible because our people are beautiful, the men and the
Mm,
women, right?
mm,
It was a young, we was, a beautiful melanated brother.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? He had a beautiful melanated mother, and we were friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we was cool. We all used to say little dumb jokes and stuff like that. He used to say stupid jokes to me, but melanated brother, right? And he said, and he said one thing. Basically, I told him, you remember the movie Star Wars, right?
mm,
Now, the guy's name was Darth Vader,
mm.
but I called him Dark Vader.
I heard it a few times too.
I, I called him, I called him Dark Vader Lightsaber, not lightsaber, but lightsaber,
Yeah.
because I thought that's what they said in the movie. I thought that's what they said in the movie. But check this out though. This is the kind of stuff that's going on. Even Mike Tyson, and I love Mike Tyson. I don't like name dropping, but he said something about Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson said a stupid joke in his DMs about Mike Tyson's daughter, and then Mike Tyson said something about Michael Blackson being black and burnt or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, you melanated too. What you talking about? Like, but but I say to myself, this is how we view each other. We never
Mhm.
look at a lot of us never look at a Caucasian person and say derogatory things towards them, but we say
Mhm.
it to ourselves,
Mhm.
and I think that's just real self-hatred. Like
Mhm.
even that joke, even though that joke to me is funny to this day, it's still derogatory, bro.
Mhm.
And how did
Darth Vader lightsaber. Listen, I grew up dark skinned. Listen to me, honestly speaking, I really didn't view colorism because like I have a younger sister. I had a younger sister and a older sister. Well, I'm the middle child of
right?
five girls. Everybody used to tell me all the time, because I was like the dark child, It used to be like, yo, you're black ass, you're black ass, you're black ass. I didn't understand like color, like the colorism thing, light skin and dark skin thing until I came here. Honestly, until I came here, and then like I went back. I was like, yo, did you say I didn't understand I was dark skin until I came here? Realistically, I used to get a lot of comments like, "Oh, you're black ass," like, "Bitch, you black too." Fuck you talking about? Until I came here to America, and it's like, "Oh, you dark skinned, dude."
Wow,
Yeah, until
wow.
I came here. Again, my sister, my sister's damn like because I never listened, I was like mad annoying. I'm still annoying, but I was mad annoying, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, oh, you're black ass, okay, you're black ass outside, or whatever else the case may be. Like that's the damn with the colorism thing, but I never paid it attention until I came here and it's like the picture was painted clearly. I never thought it was dark skin.
And you know what? And you know what the funny part about that is?
Mhm.
This is the whole fucked up part about it. The fucked up part about it is, it's self-hatred because you look like our ancestors. That's where it's self-hatred. Anybody that says a joke about chocolate people, about beautiful melanated chocolate people, they're talking about their ancestors too because they carry that same melanin. It's if you can say a derogatory joke
Mhm.
about the complexion, the original complexion about your people, then it is self-hatred within. Now, when I was a child, I didn't think that deep. But as I got older, you know what I'm saying? My mentality began to grow. Like, I think the first time I really wanted to be with like a chocolate woman, I was 25.
Mhm.
Before then, it was oh, I need me a mixed female with green eyes. I used to pray for that. Let me get a mixed female with green eyes, light skin, with with,
Mhm.
with pretty hair. That's the mentality, and that's what I saw in my. Now, this is nothing against my yellow sisters,
Mhm.
my high
Red
yellow,
bones,
my
red bone, high yellow. Uh-huh.
look, my high yellow caramel, my
Yes, yes.
high
Mocha
yellow
latte, mocha latte.
my what
Mhm.
at the same time, we need to uplift our chocolate people more,
Mhm.
because we
Mhm.
need to we need to stop with the good hair stuff.
Mhm.
Like, oh, my baby gonna have good hair because my boyfriend white. That's
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
that's how these
Self-hate,
that's
self-hate
how
off
these
the rip.
that's how these little black girls be talking. I
Mhm.
was driving Lyft, and this little black girl was like, "Oh, he looked like Justin Bieber, or something like that." So my baby gonna have good hair or whatever. And I'm like, that's the mentality that's the thing. We've been taught to hate ourselves so much
Mhm.
to the point where we believe anything that doesn't look like us is pretty, it's
Mhm.
beautiful. When we are beautiful,
Mhm.
all of us, man, we're beautiful.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I got a few things I'd like to add to what you're saying. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute. Number one is, let me just get this. Let me get the elephant off the room. Again, I tell you, I never view myself as being dark skinned. But me growing up, Lauren Hill was my crush. From I saw her, that was it. She was it. Then along came Indy Ivory. Very persuasive. My mom was probably a complexion. My father, you know what I'm saying, is where I got my melanated glow from. But my mom probably a complexion.
Absolutely.
Um, so yeah, Indy Ivory, Lauren Hill was first. Man, I was like, man, listen to me. What's his name again? One of the Marley sons. He got to her before me. You know, I'm gonna say that he got to her before me. You know, that was it. And Indy Ivory, her John, it hit too. So my ex-wife, chocolate as well. You know what I'm saying? And my about to be 2-year-old baby, his mom chocolate. Yeah, you already said we're both from the chocolate breed. So chocolate will always be my thing. Not to just say put one above the other, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's something with a chocolate breed, especially with the locks, forget about it. Grr. You dig what I'm saying? That's like, you
No
know what I'm
doubt.
saying? The ancestors right in me, they start beating the chest and so forth. But in terms of self-hate, you're saying about that, you got to understand this, that from the transatlantic slave trade, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to touch bases with a lot of places because a lot of people feel like we're the indigenous here. We were indigenous here. You know what I'm saying? We didn't voyage for the damn tour. I'm going to heed to them, whatever your doctrine is on us being here in the Americas. Um, we had, again, with the transatlantic slave trade, we was on the boat and they started the process. You understand, it breaking us down, defiling us, belittling us, you know what I'm saying? Tell us we're not no better than no better than feces. Prior to that, that was a 400 years of processing. That took 400 years, you understand? 1863 to 1865, that was still going on, you know? Once they released a slave, like again, when they released a slave from slavery, prior to that, we lived with them. Some people stayed in the sheds, out the house Negroes stayed in the house, the field Negroes, but we still in the vicinity, you know what I'm saying? Then come along, we got released from slavery, and then came segregation. Oh, we don't want to live around y'all, but you was living around us the whole time. We was cooking your meal, cleaning your, preparing your meals. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning your house. Now you can't live with us. Suddenly you can't live with us. Why? Because we're savages, but we was living with you the whole time. What changed? You understand? So all of that came into place. Followed by that, that was like 100. That's additional 100 years. You understand? Took 100 years from us from segregation, thus to gain our civil liberty. When we had the ability to vote legally, vote, and without any problems. But we know there's a lot of problems came. A lot of places like Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, the Carolinas, they still wasn't allowing Black people to vote. You understand? So they bring the police and so forth in the military during election time and so forth. But yeah, so that was a long process of us being beaten. And again, we was released out of slavery. There wasn't no orientation to be like, oh, now you're released out of slavery. Everything we said about you, that wasn't truth. That was just us trying to keep you down. You understand? It wasn't no therapy. Like we have a lot of Black household that's broken because what I'm gonna go back to 7 generations. What your great ancestors from seven generation knew, she taught it to her children, and her children they continue the process, a broken process. You understand? Some people broke that chain, and they're a little more different. You know what I'm saying? Like what's needed in the Black community, a lot of therapy, a lot of Black therapy. You understand? Like I sit here and say, no, no, no knock on nobody. I sit here and I say to myself, like how a lot of people they promote interracial relationship. I'm not opposed to that, but I don't co-sign it. I feel like again, we are a nation of people that we lack love. We lack love for self. You understand? If we love ourselves, we wouldn't be treating each other the way we treat each other. You know what I'm saying? Not saying me and you, but us as a collective whole, as a whole. If we love ourselves, we would treat each other better. You understand? I would talk to you better. I would show you love. I would greet you when I walk down the street. It's hard for a brother. I live in Pennsylvania. And it ain't like the South. The South, like, yeah, howdy, how you doing, whatever as the case may be. But you lived up north, so you know how it is. I walk down there, I say something to a brother, you're gonna look at me and probably give me a mean face. So if I love you, you are me and I am you. We are each other. So where is the love at? You know what I'm saying? I live in Philadelphia. They said the city of brotherly love. And a lot of brothers I'm saying, brotherly love here, you know what I'm saying? It's a city of brotherly love. Brotherly love means brother to brother, you know what I'm saying? Literally. There's a brotherly love at. I look at you, I say something to you. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm after something, or you think I'm, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm out to rob you or something like that. We don't, we've lost that. We've lacked that. You understand? So we got released from slavery, the same teaching that our ancestors learned about, you know what I'm saying? That's why we have white Jesus and so forth going on, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah,
Um, but our ancestor taught it to her children taught it to their children, and that was taught to us to this day. It changed during the years and so forth. It changed and it kind of got watered down, but it's the same treatment. You know what I'm saying? That you have mothers, them, you've been told for centuries that your hair is no good. So again, at a young age, your mom, I remember my mom, she's have a problem with the straight eye and the hot comb on the stove and the perm and so forth, passing on that same self-hate. You know what I'm saying? That's why we see the product of the self-hate. Go ahead.
and check this out. I was with a young lady, right? I was 28 and I met her when she was 19 and I was like 27, 28. I was like 8 years and 8 months older than her. Do you know, like, I was kicking knowledge to her about her natural hair. Like, I'm gonna break it down further another day, but I'm gonna stick to the topic about the hair. She told me that she wanted to have her hair in a certain style, and she let her, her mother told her, you ain't finna
Gosh.
be walking, you ain't finna be walking around here with your hair looking all nappy. Now check this out. That right there, and this is a woman that goes to church.
Mm-hmm.
But check this out though. The mentality that the black women have in church for their own hair. Isn't it amazing how they go to church and they praise God, but they can't even love the crown of their own head?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
it amazes me how they love God so much they praise God and everything He creates is good and they love.
Mm-hmm.
But what's on top of your hair, you
Mm-hmm.
suppress.
Mm-hmm.
You suppress its nature
Mm-hmm.
of it
Mm-hmm.
rising.
Mm-hmm.
It lets me. It to me, it has to be because they believe in a white God. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's me being sarcastic, but
But that was also the conditioning. That was the conditioning, and sorry, the conditioning of the mind, and that's the shampoo as well. That's the conditioner and the shampoo, the conditioning of the mind. I'm just saying that was the conditioner. You
but
understand? That
bro,
was that was that was teaching white supremacy on the whole, white supremacy.
absolutely.
You understand?
And it's one thing for women to just do different things with their hair. It's another thing for you to not like your hair.
Mhm.
You know, I love natural. Like I love natural hair on a woman, you know, whether it's locks, whether it's a fro, whether
Mhm.
it's, you know, whatever, you know, as long as it's natural. But when you start getting all them chemicals and all that weave and you know, it kind of like, and I'm not necessarily against weave, but you know, I be thinking
Excessively, you just do it excessively. Like I heard, like if you
I don't
compliment, one second, if you
go
compliment a
ahead, go
sister, sorry, you compliment a sister and tell her she look beautiful with her hair being natural. Oh, my hair ain't done, so you got to be beautiful with your hair done, with the weave and extension and so forth. So that's the crazy part. Keep going though.
and the thing is like what's so crazy about it is, you know, like some of these women put other women's hair in their hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I be thinking to myself, like, okay, I get you, you
Mm,
know, but they have like they'll go to the shop and usually it's one of these Korean shops or one of these Asian shops and it's 100% human hair. And
mm,
I'm like, that hair is supposed to be on her. Your hair is supposed to be on you.
mhm,
If your
mhm,
hair is not growing properly to its full length. Side note, I seen this beautiful woman. It was a melanated, beautiful woman. Her hair was so long and it was her natural hair
mm,
all the way down to here. And you could
mhm,
tell it was her natural hair because it didn't look straightened or anything. It just looked like her hair was long and it was just out.
mm,
And I couldn't believe it, bro.
mhm,
It was like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, you know,
mhm,
as far as hair is concerned.
mhm,
And I couldn't believe that a black woman's hair could get that long if they actually take care of it. It looks like strong. It looks like our hair really represents our character. You know what I'm saying? And this is nothing to my brothers who got hair like my dad, because my dad's mom is white, so he has hair that's kind of like you can comb straight through it. You know what I'm saying? But this is nothing to our melanated brothers who have
mhm,
like that. At the same time, where you come from is
mhm,
that strong, dominant hair
mhm.
that keeps you working all day long.
Yeah, because I remember. I'm sorry. Also in that regard, I remember like I remember coming here, right? Coming here. I remember coming here to America. I'm about to make myself look like a whole asshole. Coming here to America and that ideal was like, yo, I'm going to come down here and get me a white wife. Again, with the thought in my head
I was
that I
just
love.
thinking, bro, I was just thinking about you and old girl that
Yeah.
I remember you
Coming
showed
here.
me a picture of something. But go ahead, my bad. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Mm, coming here and getting a white wife, like coming and getting a white wife. And I was like, yeah, I want a white wife with her hair and so forth. Like again, I wasn't like I was into Rastafarian. I was into Rastafarian as well. I ain't gonna front you. I ain't gonna front you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing my high school, have my little locks and so forth, you know what I'm saying? Uh that days. So yeah, so when I came, that's like, yeah, white wife, and then the whole doctrine that, you know what I'm saying, that the black woman don't want to be submissive and she want to be rah rah rah. That's the whole the hyperbole of the media, you know what I'm saying?
Really,
So
really.
they caught me. I was in the world. I was in the world, you know what I'm saying? I was in the world. Like I said again, my first wife, you know what I'm saying? She was a sister. A sister, you dig what I'm saying? Was a sister, you know what I'm saying? Let's making sure I put it out there. Was you know
Absolutely.
was a sister, you dig what I'm saying? And after that, and after that as well, you dig? So yeah, just
Yeah,
thinking that like, and then
keep
like
it up. Keep it up. Keep it up.
oh yeah, definitely ain't going that. You know what I'm saying? My I took the red pill. I
Don't go
took
back
the
to the
pill.
Matrix. Don't go back to the Matrix.
Yeah.
You can't go back.
Mhm,
Would
mhm,
you go back if
mhm.
you could? No. All
Listen
right.
to me. You have some brothers that would, yo. Believe me, some brothers that would to live in a fantasy world and not know, because they said ignorance is bliss. It's best that it's best that you I believe personally, I believe personally that I'd rather know and either use it to apply itself, they say ignorance is bliss. It's better to know and to be happy than it's better to not know and to be happy than to know and to be sad. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather know and then have a choice like, well, would I like to go over here or would I like to go here? Because people like, oh, America this and America that and Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter. I'm like, yo, you clearly don't see the TV. You're not living. If you don't see what's going on, either your parents, because people like, oh, racism is dead and gone. Now racism is much alive. They say, oh, racism was a thing of the past. If I remember correctly, 55 years ago, we were fighting for civil liberty. You know what I'm saying? We fighting to have the ability to vote. You understand? 55 years ago. So you tell me 55 years ago mean it's the same people who was alive then, they're still alive to this day. You understand what I'm saying? And besides that, they had children. And their children had children. So don't tell me no bullshit about that. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, racism is much alive, you know what I'm saying? It shows you in the judicial system. It shows you with us being persecuted, you know what I'm saying, by these cops and these protesters who with the cops because somebody shot and died. And he should let me go ahead and let me break it down a little bit to you. Regardless if I'm guilty, I'm guilty or I'm innocent, regardless if I kill somebody or not, the police officer, domestic terrorists, terrorists, they don't have the rights to kill me. You understand? If their life is threatened, they have the ability to protect themselves. The same way, if my life is if I feel threatened for my life, then the laws of nature. The laws of nature. If my life feels threatened, I have the right to defend myself. And Malcolm X told you, you have the right to defend yourself by any means necessary. But once again, regardless if I stole something, if I raped somebody, not with rape, you understand, not with killing, whatever. I could steal a police car, police weapon. I don't give them the rights to kill me. You supposed to, what you said again? With the theme on them is serve and protect, not serve and kill, be my judge, my jury, and executioner. So to have the
public order.
Yes. So regardless.
Yeah, go ahead.
So regardless on what I do, don't give you the rights to kill me. So to hear these people, these white fascists, sit here and say that they deserve to die because they resisted arrest. So your child deserves to be raped because if they wear the clothes, if you want to go based off that rhetoric, your same white child deserves to be raped if they wear the inappropriate clothes, since you want to go based off that logic. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, it's different. Oh, now it's different. You understand? So regardless of what I did or what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Prime example of the young bull in South Carolina, Dylan Roof, who went up there and shot 9 people and he ended up alive. If that was a black person that allegedly had a gun, if he just was called with a gun, there's a 99% chance that he's going to be shot and killed. Yeah, let alone, yeah.
And Burger King. They gave it Burger King.
Yep. What's the other one? It was the Black Lives Matter rally where this guy shot 2 people. I believe he shot 2 people, and he was arrested unscathed. And then people are dying from having cell phones that they thought that was guns, where these people have live guns firing live rounds and they're going unscathed. And you're trying to tell me we don't live in racism? We don't live in racism. Racism doesn't. Okay, cool. Go ahead and run behind your bush. Mm-hmm.
The problem that I believe is because the reason why, and I think this is something like I'm about to say, it's kind of funny, but the reason why there's so many mixed views about things is because we live in a mixed society. We're not supposed to be in this society. We were tortured here. Like, why would we, like, it's like why would you, it's like me saying this. It's like me being in prison for 20 years, and then they tell all the prisoners to leave, and then they tell me, oh, you can stay here if you want to, you can have this, you can, you can live here if you want to. We're in our captivity, like we still have the names of white men. It's 2021 and we still have the names of Caucasian slave masters in America, bro. Like, this don't make no sense. And and this is the thing that, and I believe it's all a mental thing. Like, and another thing that they're selling us back our heritage, like to do a DNA test. Now, I ain't really into DNA tests because I don't know if it's true or false.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way.
And the thing about it is, like, how could you sell us back something that you stole? But guess
Mm-hmm.
what though? But check this out though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm renting out, an apartment right now. And guess what? It's Caucasian people that I'm renting from in a land that they stole. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm also native as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm quote unquote black and I'm quote unquote black native. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm what people may consider both. I have both backgrounds. So they
Mm-hmm.
stole the land from me
Mm-hmm.
and they rent it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that is a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I got my complexion though from my grandma because my grandma is white. So
Mm-hmm.
I
We
just throw that out there.
we live in a mixed society. Well, basically, what you're saying is we need some form of separation.
We have to have we have to have we have to be separated from. Let me tell you who needs to be separated the most. And I'm not saying it's just going to be black men in one spot, but black men have to rule a territory, and we need to take our women with us. The women that are willing to come with us, we need to take them with us. And of course, it needs to be more women there than men. So we need to take as many women as we can to that one location and build from there. A righteous community, not a um
Lawless.
not a male dominated society that's
Mm-hmm.
just feel like they can just do whatever they want to do with women and all that stuff like that, but a righteous place where women can have rightful liberties as well, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, not in this place called America where the black woman has more power than me over everything in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, go ahead, my bro.
Do you know that's Farrakhan? He went to the senator in Congress and he asked for that, a state for black people, and they
That's
laughed in his
really
face. He went there and he asked for them. This back in the day, so he went there and he asked, and they rejected him. He said, "We need to separate from y'all entirely." You know what I'm saying? You feel like we're playing. We need a state for that's us where we can feel protected, where we can live. Even though one state for all of us, that's kind of overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? And then you go have
actually go ahead, my brother. Let me hear what you got to say. Go ahead.
no, 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 no. There's a simple fact that people they sit you and tell us to go back to Africa, and I wanna just touch on it a little bit. Just remember your thought though. Go back to Africa, and also Farrakhan said you always tell us to go back to Africa. We know where we're from, but do you know where you're from? You understand? You always want to tell somebody to go back, but why don't you go back? Remember, this ain't your land. You stole this. You took it. You took them from the natives from you. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like again, like one state ain't gonna be enough for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like one state in Thailand, and you gonna have some people don't want to separate. You understand? And that's
Absolutely.
gonna cause a problem. Like, why would we give you a state when you have Negroes? They don't want to stay by themselves. I feel like a lot of people would love that, especially with the Caucasian and other race. They would love that, but at the same time, they wouldn't because again, some Negroes they don't want to let go of master. Master titties taste too good. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Filled with pork.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but look
Mm-hmm.
though, but the thing about it is like the things that the thing what I believe we need at least maybe a few more than one state, a place where you can fit a few tens and tens of millions of people, you know, at the same time. We don't have to have a whole state. We can have neighborhoods, we can have communities where we have headquarters, so where we have control over those headquarters, you know.
Black
Um
Republic.
exactly, man. It could be, we can have headquarters. We don't necessarily have to have a whole state. I'm not a disagreement with that at all. But we need our own base, man. We need our own military. We need to feel like, and it's amazing to me because I feel like Caucasian people, not all Caucasian people, but I feel like Caucasian people feel like if we get that power, we'll go to war with them.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go to war with them, there is no more America.
There's no more world because they're destructive. They're destructive. They showed you that time and time again. They're destructive. You understand? That was Farrakhan he's on the Donahue Donahue show, he said the same thing. He said white people, they judge us based off their guilty conscience. They feel as if we ever came to power, that we would do unto them and their ancestors the same way as they did unto us. That's not us. That's not us. We're a loving nation of people.
Yeah,
Period.
we're peaceful, man. We're
Yeah, we're
peaceful.
peaceful, and when,
And that's our
eventually.
problem. And that's our problem.
Now, some of our ancestors weren't. Now, some of our ancestors were.
Yeah,
When they came to
yeah.
Africa and tried to colonize, they were run. They were run. They'd literally get out of Dodge before sundown. The sundown law. They'd get out of town. You get caught. Period. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that ain't necessarily us. We're a hospitable people. You understand? We're very, very hospitable. Now towards each other, that's a different stage because we're being.
Because we've been programmed to be like
Yes.
that. See, we've been programmed. It's like this, my bro. Like, I can go to you right now and fight you, like literally. Like, I can go to you right now and probably feel more comfortable fighting with you than fighting with somebody that don't look like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I feel like that is because deep down, we know that we're brothers,
Mm-hmm.
but the killing part is the ideology to tear us apart.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what keeps us apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what we need to do, as Black men, man, we need to, the number one thing we need to do is get the drugs out of the community. That's number one, man. I'm telling you. That is what that I feel like that is the number one thing. I can't say it's the number one thing, but it's one of those things where if we get crack, heroin, meth, and all of that out of our community, our women will be at home with their children. Like, and I ain't saying this is all women. I ain't saying all women are out on the streets, like, but I know a woman personally who probably, I don't know when last time she's seen her children. I seen her recently. I she's still a beautiful person. At the same time, she did not look herself. And I'm not telling when the last time she seen her children. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen her, I was gonna do something with her. Like, we was gonna, get it on.
Mm-hmm.
But when I seen her and noticed that she was, I felt like, I don't want to assume that she was back in the streets, but I picked her up from a strange location and I seen her. I said, I can't do anything with her because I don't feel like she's in her right surface of thinking.
Good
So,
call. Good call.
and because if I were to do something with her when she gets right, because she will get right one day,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna remember that I took advantage of her in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even the reason why. It's just that all Black women to me are my sister, and she's my sister, and I didn't want to get a nut off
Mm-hmm.
and then send her on her way, like
Mm-hmm.
like the way these other guys are treating her.
Mm-hmm.
She's
The
still
good, the good outweigh the bad in that scenario.
exactly,
The,
man.
the good, the bad, the good would be getting a nut. The bad would be ruining her and her view on you when if she do get her life. Most high willing, you know what I'm saying? She get her life back together, you know what I'm saying? In a timely fashion, you know what I'm saying? But the bad would be like she would view you as a. Go
I
ahead.
hope, yeah, I hope she do, man, because um, I don't, I don't know, she was a very good person, man, but I'm so focused on my well being, and I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. The next woman I'm gonna get, man, I'm gonna get me a little young, slim, chocolate female, bro. I'll be young and slim. I'm talking about 20. I'm talking about 20 years old. I'll be
Oh
33
man.
in March. I'm gonna be a little 20. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like
wow. Oh
little
wow.
20 year old.
2020 twin.
I wish I would have met her in 2020.
Mm. I feel like everything happened for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, everything happened for a reason, for the grand design, you know what I'm saying? The way of the most high. Um, Yeah, maybe if you didn't matter in 2020, you might have messed it up. Maybe you might fall through. You might have did what you did, but I feel like everything happened for a reason. Whilst you talking about relationship and so forth, I know we spoke on this the last time. We're going to talk about it again right now. And also, we're going to do 2 hours again, just so you know. It's an hour and a half already. We're going to do 2 hours again.
It's recording, right?
It's recording. So you right there, you can see it on your screen.
I
It's still
see it.
recording.
It better, it better. If it ain't recording this time, bro, we under.
It's over, yo. I'm probably gonna Zoom. But
I'm
yeah. Go ahead.
real talk, man. It's a these conversations are so deep, and I feel like it can help a lot of our people if they hear this, man. Like, because it's so many things that's going on with our people. You know what I'm saying? With how we eat, and how we eat is probably number one. Really, I think how we eat is number one,
Hmm.
because the food that we eat, man, the disgusting food we eat,
Hmm.
not drinking enough water, that affects your mind. Like me and you both are, I think, you still plant based, right?
Well, I'm pescatarian. Pescatarian
Vegetarian.
now. Fish, yeah.
No doubt. Okay, well, I'm doing my best to stay plant based or
Mhm.
whatever. But pescatarian, that's pretty decent as well.
Yeah, fish. I indulge with fish and cheese, you know what I'm saying? Fish and cheese, So I don't do the eggs. I'm allergic to eggs. I'm allergic to eggs, but fish and
I,
cheese.
the reason why I left meat and poultry alone is because I overeat, man. I overeat, and not
I
just
do too. I'm like 250 now. The pandemic put on like 30 pounds, 250, yo.
man.
250.
I
I gotta
remember when you, I remember when you was two. Yeah, I remember you used to tell me you was like, I had 214.
Mhm.
I remember that look, and then I was like 194. Now I'm
Mhm.
210. I'm 210 right now.
Okay, okay.
210.
So you caught me up. You caught me up.
Yeah, man.
You
I'm
caught me
calling
up, but
you.
I 40. Now I'm about to trim it down. I'm about to trim it down. I was being lazy.
You 5'10", right?
Nah, 6.
You ain't no 5'6".
No, I'm 6 feet, but
Oh, oh,
yeah,
oh, oh.
6 foot. 6 foot, yeah, 5'6". Nah, 6.
No, you
Fly.
6. You 6 feet. Okay, yeah, 6 feet,
Fly.
250. That's a real heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, but I wanna cut it because I be walking up and says winded because
Yeah,
it's a lot of weight. It's a lot of
that's
weight,
huge. That's huge, man. That's football size.
I know. I listen to me. You saw my little Malik, right? My man built like a linebacker too. Yo, I said, yeah. His mom be like, don't overfeed him. I said, nah. He got the build that the ancestors bring.
Yeah, cause I'm
That's you. That was your poem just now.
and see I'm 5'6", five
Mhm.
seven around there. And
Seriously? I thought you was taller. Wow.
yeah, I'm like 210, 5'6", 5'7", but you know, hey, I just got
Yeah.
I got big shoulders, man.
Okay. You got the cotton field shoulders, right?
Yeah, man, I'm lifting up all the cotton. Hey, look, but it's like, man, I also, man, I want to get me an Amazon, man. I want to get me a real
Mhm.
tall, like 6'3" Amazon woman. So that way so that way I want some of my children to be taller than me.
That's a tough stretch, you know what I'm saying? That's a tough stretch. Not just saying it's possible, but 6'3", they usually like 6'7" and 6'9", you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6'3", Be like, yeah,
I don't care.
wow.
Hey, look, I don't look, bro. Look. As long
It
as
ain't
you,
impossible. It's probable.
as long as your status up
Mm-hmm.
here
Mm-hmm.
is tall. If you're
Mm-hmm.
tall up here, I
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna say tall up here.
Gotta be the alpha.
If
Mm-hmm.
you're big up here, man,
Mm-hmm.
you can.
I got you. Chop chop. I
I
dig
done
it.
met, I done met females that was 6'4", bro, that wanted to talk to me. That was just crazy.
Now I had one who was like 6'1". I was like, nah, you the same size, yo. 6'1". I was like,
Yeah, that's funny, man.
uh,
But yeah, man, our community, man, we we got so many things. We got so many things that we need to do, man, And one of the things, I think one of the things that we need to do.
We was talking about, if you want to get back on topic, we was talking about you and your sister. You said a chocolate sister, 20-year-old, and also like I was talking. I want to get on this too. I want to get on this too.
Yeah, I
That
don't really, I don't really. You know what's funny about that? I don't really know if that's what I really want, man. That might just be me
because you
just.
have to mold her. You might have to mold her. She
I
might be
want.
mentally ready for you.
She could. She could be.
I
It could be.
listen to me. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna tell you. Like sometimes I personally feel as if like I felt that way. I felt that way a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Not now, but I do feel that way some because sometimes you encounter like broken individuals, you know what I'm saying? You encounter broken individuals. And when some people like again, you can be your way because this is self-preservation right now, my point in time right now, where I'm working on myself, reflecting on myself, reflection. Um, where that like sometimes you meet like woman that your age, sometimes woman older or maybe right around your age, somewhere around your age, and it's like they're broken because they went through a deal of freaking hardship and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you're like, okay, shall I deal with this person? She already went through the trials and tribulations, like she went through it all, you know? And then it's like, okay, I'm not saying she's broken, but she's been hurt one too many times that it's hard to deal with that person, with that individual. And now, like a lot of guys, a lot of guys, they take advantage of younger girls. So some people like, you know what? I want to go younger because I want to mold her. I don't want to get somebody who's my age or, you know what I'm saying? Because again, she went through one too many. And it's like, I got to go through too many battles to get where I want to get, where I can just go to somewhere and just mold her entirely. I feel like you can be 50 years old and there's still room for improvement. You could be 100 on your deathbed. We talked about this the last time, and you can still improve. It's like I know what I want, and I'm going to mold you as to I want what I want.
But check this out though. I'm gonna kick some knowledge to you on that one. Um, when a woman is I feel like when a woman is past the age of 25, they're really in their ways at that point.
Set
And
in stone.
they're set in stone. They can change, but their mentality is so profound in what they believe. If I try to get like it's like, but it's like if I meet like let's go the youngest I can go. Let's say I get with an 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying? 18, 19, 20.
She just living her life. Literally, she literally just started her life.
And that's a fact. Now check this out though. Now, if I were to get with an 18-year-old at the age of 30, at the age at the age of 32, about to be 33 in March. Now, if I she and let's say she was inexperienced. And if she was experienced, she ain't had a whole lot of brothers. You meet some women, bro, they have been with, and this is not me judging them, but they've had a lot of relationships or they've had a lot of partners sexually, and that affects a woman's psyche. I feel like it affects them more than it affects us in a sense. I believe it affects us, but with them, it's more, I don't know, as far as women that, that want to actually be in a relationship, if they've been in a lot of relationships, they tend to compare you to their last relationships, or they try to set out a measurement tool, emotionally.
Mhm.
And that's what I've experienced, you know what I'm saying? Or I've experienced, situations where I just know that this is a prime example of of basically being, this is a prime example of why I probably want to be with a younger woman that I can mold, as long as she's not a younger woman that has been, you know, as long as she ain't been ran through, because then
Through
I might
this, as
I
long
might
as
as
she
well be
didn't run the street.
yeah, I might as well be with a woman. I might as well be with a woman my age then. If she
Mhm.
had already been ran through 1,000 times. I'm talking about a woman. I'm talking. I'm talking about a woman. I'm talking about a young woman that has been in maybe one or two relationships at
Maybe
the
felt
most.
a little, maybe had a heart broke at some point in time. Yeah.
And guess what? At this point, I don't even care. Like if she's a virgin, that's perfect. I mean, a virgin in all areas, man. A virgin in every area. Not
Lord have mercy.
a virgin in all areas, bro. Not a virgin in her hands, her feet.
Oh, my.
Look,
But I get it.
you know what I'm saying? Because that kind of woman right there, you
Mhm.
can take that woman right there and you can shape her into something. And then if she's been abused, though, like if she's been abused, it's almost like you got to be willing to ask yourself, can you deal with the fact that she's been abused? Has she overcome that?
Mhm.
Because if she's not overcome that, she does not need to be in a relationship, because
Mhm.
that abusive feeling that she has is going to dwindle on that man.
Mhm.
She needs to be healed first. And if she's not healed, then it's only going to is going to affect the man in a negative way. And she's probably gonna end up going from relationship to relationship after that if she doesn't handle that abuse mentally.
I'm about to play right now. I'm about to play the devil advocate right now. Okay.
Yeah, come on. Oh,
I'm about to play that a devil advocate right now. Right.
go ahead.
You personally, I hear the gist of what you want. What do you feel that you as a man you have to offer that woman? You're not material, nothing material, no material, fickle material stuff. What do you have to offer that woman? Like that's a list you have, you know what I'm saying? That's a list you have. And at the end of the day, everybody want what they want, you know what I'm saying? I want what I want, you want, everybody want what they want. I go to McDonald's, just saying I don't eat from McDonald's. I go to McDonald's, I want what I want. I want a Big Mac and a Coke and a soda and a whatever. I want what I want, you know? But what do you feel like what you have to offer for that woman? Nothing financial, nothing material. Again, she said she's 20, she's a virgin to the whole world, everything. Nothing is
Yeah,
completely virgin. She's innocent to the world
that's beautiful.
entirely.
Oh
What
wait,
do you feel like you're going to do to a 20-year-old who knows nothing, knows absolutely nothing other than her education, her parents, her family? What do you have to offer her?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I meet one of those, I'm gonna feel like God sent that to me.
Mm.
I'm
Deserving, deserving.
and I'm gonna tell
You
you
feel
like
like
this.
that's his grace? That would be his grace to you.
I'm gonna tell you, I feel like that'll be like I feel like I'll be like, God, you know what? Me and you will forever be close after this one.
Mhm.
No, but look, if I meet somebody like if I meet that right there,
Mhm.
the main thing I would have to offer her is knowledge. Knowledge and guidance. See, now if she's a good woman, she's not looking she's not looking to try to figure out everything on her own and everything by herself. Not saying, see, you have to be guided.
Mhm.
I'm not saying I have to be the only one to guide her. No, because if she has parents, then they have to be the elders of the situation as well. Just like if I had both my parents being an elder over the situation, but I'm the one that's responsible to make sure that the wisdom that the elders are giving us takes play. But we don't live in a society like that. And the
Mhm.
reason why we got baby, like I said, we got baby mamas, we got brothers leaving they baby mama with children and stuff like that, and she's in a and for women it's different. If you a woman and you got children, it's different for you in a relationship because most likely your children are with you.
Mhm.
Naturally they're a part of you differently than a man. A
Mhm.
man can do his thing, but that baby was actually attached to you. You're attached to him in a nurturing response. So
Mhm.
you're but what happens is these women, they begin to look at their children like that's their life.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Opposed to being guided
Mhm.
and doing something great in the world.
Mhm.
Because, you know, but as far as knowledge and guidance,
Mhm.
that's what I would offer her. And I believe that'll be the main thing that she needs
Mhm.
is knowledge, guidance, you know, and after a while, no longer being a virgin.
The reason why I asked you to that because because the reason why, because one reason is you would be responsible for her innocence entirely, and it, like, unless her innocence, you're taking away her innocence, everything, because again, you said she's a virgin to the world, all aspects, all area, you responsible for, what I'm saying, like, if things don't work out between you and her, then now again, you're responsible, what I'm saying, accountability. You're responsible for how she turns out. Whether she gonna be
Absolutely.
bitter. Just saying, hypothetically speaking, if it don't work out, you're responsible for either a monster, creating a monster, or helping shape a monster or a good woman. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like in that sense, I would be that's something that I would consider as a child, like, as fragile. You know what I'm saying? As fragile, like, that's, I'm saying, dealing with a baby, but literally it's like a baby. She might have been talking and conversing with people, whatever the case may be, but she ain't had all experience. So now, excuse me, what I do right here and now, it determine how she goes, like how she. I was in a situation like that. My ex-wife, everything. Well, she was in a relationship before, of course, but my ex-wife, you dig what I'm saying? So I know, what I'm saying, I know, that's that situation, I know that situation a little bit. Um, it didn't turn out well with me though. It didn't, the end result was not a good one, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked you that. That's why I definitely asked you that, because again, your outcome is going to determine, like, who she are, like who she really, like
And
how she,
see,
how she turns out. You did?
and see, what I would give her is this: knowing that she's a diamond,
Hmm.
because there's women out there like that, bro. I'd have been in Lyft, and I'd have met virgins in my Lyft.
Hmm.
I met a 19-year-old virgin, um, but she was real heavy into the church, so
Hmm.
ain't no way I'm gonna get her. I've been telling
Nah,
her.
that's how it is. We all start out somewhere sometime. Like I said again, when you shoot, wait,
What I what I mean is it'll be hell trying to get me to take her out of
remember
that.
when we first started? Remember when we first started talking? Weren't you heavy, heavy? You wouldn't say you was heavy, heavy,
Yeah,
heavy in the church?
I was real heavy into it, but the
And
thing was,
then and then you expanded your mind though.
yeah, absolutely. But the thing was is like I knew for a fact that when she told me she was real heavy into church,
Mhm.
sense that she's gonna be in church a little bit longer than me
That's a
trying to
lost cause.
than me trying to get in them panties.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Who mans is this?
No,
At least you're
look,
being honest and open though.
hey, man, I'm trying to tell you the truth. Look,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
No,
but
don't tell me the truth. Tell her the truth. You
but look,
did.
she'll be like a look. If I get that and she's accepting of who I am and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and I mean, to me, she'll be offered as a diamond. When
Mhm.
I'm say I die, say she becomes a widow. When I die, she'll be a polished diamond.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
because
that.
because say down the line, I'm like, you know, God willing, I live way longer than this. I want to live a long time.
Mhm.
Let's say I pass at like, you know, and she's 20. I'm, and let's say I pass. I don't want to say what day I'm gonna pass. Let's just
Mhm.
say I pass before she passes, and she's still of age.
150. Put it in there. 150.
That's funny.
150.
That's good. Hey, that's a good age. 150.
Mhm.
That's good. But let's say I pass, right, and she and she's still able to get married and stuff like that, and all of that, and that man he's gonna be blessed to have her even in her old age, because that's she's gonna be a polished diamond. Like, and I'm not saying I want to polish her for another man. I'm just saying she's going
Mhm.
to be. I've met a woman before who had only been with two men her whole life. Her first husband, then he died, and she got married again to her second husband. She was like 60 something years old.
Oh wow.
I was
Devotion.
like, I was blown
Devotion.
away. I was like blown away. Beautiful woman too. And I was communicating with her how I believe in having more than one wife, and she was like, and she was like, huh? She was like, she said, I forgot her name. I loved her so much. She was like another mom to me. Cat, I don't know if her name was Catherine or I'm gonna use the word Catherine. I think her name. I don't know if her name was Catherine or not, but you need to get you a Catherine. Once you get you a Catherine, you're gonna be good. She's confident in herself. And she was like, I'm an alpha woman. It's me, the one and only. But
Yes.
that was the ideology, and I love her and everything like that. At the same time, I know what I believe in. And she was like, what do women get out of that? And well, if she thought like me, she would know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and see, that's the thing in this country where if a man is operating in polygyny, they feel like it's about sex. I don't have to. I ain't talking about her. She didn't feel like that. I don't think. But it's not about. They think it's about sex, but I don't have to be married to a woman to have sex with them in America. You know what I'm saying? So, so my mentality now is, if I meet a woman, if I meet a woman at that age right there, if she's at that age and she ain't been touched, let me tell you something, bro. That woman right there. It's going to be like, you know how you hold a baby? It's
Fragile, yeah, very
very
fragile.
fragile. That's how I would treat her.
Like I said
Very,
again, that literally you would be the person that makes and breaks. Of course, it's her as well, because you can only control yourself and you can only control the contents you put out. You know what I'm saying? But that's meaning like at the end of the day, that's gonna be a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Like a lot of guys will take it and utilize her, like you know what I'm saying, use her out until they get tired. You know, that's what I'm not saying with most men, but I feel like
that's a
men
fact.
men
That's
love that. Like I said, I got a choice to with an old hag or somebody that's younger that ain't as broken as you. I'll take the younger. You know, I'm just saying that's how guys think.
and I'm tell you like this, bro. This is nothing. This is has nothing to do. This is no shade to my older sisters because
Mhm.
I've met some women, bro, that had children. Like I know a woman right now. She got children. She like a year older than me or something like that. But let me
Mhm.
tell you something. Her her verbal skills. She knows how to communicate. Like that
Effective
is
communication. Mhm.
that is the kind of woman that, like, if I was in the like like she's into the church, right? But if
Mhm.
I was into the church, I would talk to her and I would
Mhm.
want to be in her life because the communication skills that she has is on point. Like she
Mhm.
knows how to encourage a man.
Mm.
She knows how to encourage a man. She's the type of woman, like, if she taught a young woman, like, and this is like, so I'm saying this in the best respect, in the most respectful way possible. I would marry her to teach the young 20-year-old I just met. That's
Mm.
I'm saying that's exactly what I would do.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
that may sound sick to
Mhm.
some
No, it do.
American.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It may sound sick to some women, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you're gonna deal with polygyny, if you believe in polygyny, having a woman who is already well experienced and nurtured, and then for her to help me nurture a young woman to make the best out of her, but her still be my wife, and
Mhm.
her still play that role as big sister,
Mhm.
big sister wife,
Mhm.
like, it'll be like a dream come true because I got this woman encouraging me, also encouraging this young woman.
Mhm.
I'm providing for them and being the foundation of this empire that we're about to start. And
Listen,
then,
iron
yeah,
sharpen iron and man sharpen man. You understand? That's what it is. Polishing, like polishing. That's what we need for real, for real. You know, that's what we need for real, for real.
we need that.
When you said again you would bring her, that makes a lot of sense. That's an investment. That's an
Man,
investment. That's
that
a
is,
huge investment right there.
I'm gonna tell you. And when I get my, hey, look, check this out. Like, cause I don't know if I said it already, but I start this truck driving thing, and I think I did say it. But by this time, basically in 2 years, I'll have I'll have 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Over 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
I'll damn near be able to buy a woman, but I'm not going to do that.
money don't buy love, literally.
It don't.
Doesn't.
And you know, but I ain't trying. I'm not going to buy no woman though. But I want to provide
Mm-hmm.
for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do something that has not been done in her life, and that's being able to put her on a higher echelon and a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman can agree with it, they'll be set for life, bro. They won't have to worry about anything. They'll be making. I'll be giving them, you know, just starting off. I'll be sending them 5,000 to 10,000 a month just to start their own business, because that's something that I need. That wisdom. A wise woman will always help you over a woman that's real young like that. Of course, a wise woman is going to be more beneficial in the beginning before you mold that. But the molding of that young lady is for her. It's for her. And then once you put that knowledge in her, it'll come back to you like 100-fold. That stuff as a man will come 100-fold. You know, I know if there's any, Black American women watching this and y'all disagree with this, we love you. We love you.
But you got to understand that this is going to be at the end of our conversation. So if they do stay in tune for this, or when they chop the video up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna definitely, you know what I'm saying? You can put this out as a raw video, and then you can still chop up pieces, like you say, polygyny talk, and then you can have this 5-minute segment talking about
Fire and brimstone. This is probably go viral of how many girls then reposted it and how they caption "fuck out of here."
They're gonna be talking about they're gonna be talking about me bad. Like, look at his hair.
Nah, me too as well. You say, "Oh, what a young," because they kind of co-sign a lot of things you're saying. You know, they're kind of cool.
They're gonna be like, nobody. He want more than one wife. Look at him. You know, like he got enough money to do that.
Nah, no. But the crazy thing is that guys be living this way like that with no money.
Exactly.
Huh? With no money, like literally no money. I'm not talking about the guys in the street. They got their woman who 9 times out of 10 taking care of them, and they're out there having 4, 5, 6 wives, or side piece concubines or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And they just doing it. They doing it in a disrespectful way. They doing it in a disrespectful way to where it doesn't benefit these women out here. It just benefits them to get their nut off. At the same time, he's built that way. And once we understand that men are built this way, then we can flourish and we can prosper. I really like it. It was this woman that I really liked, and I was really interested in her, but she told me she liked women, and I'm not into no orgies and all that kind of stuff. And when I'm not into that. Like, that's not what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? I could be with some women like that, really, like right now, if I wanted to, because I meet that a lot. I meet women that like women a lot, but I'm not into that. That's not my thinking. My thinking is to build, not to have an orgy, that's in the same bed with multiple women. It's not mentality. Like, I don't want to do that. That's not my. I don't want to perform. I don't want to perform in the bedroom with multiple women, and even though I might be able to do some theatrical stuff, whatever. I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes say the word theatrics one time about a topic like this. I think that's what made me think about it.
Some Dolby Digital stuff, right? I definitely understand.
I'm gonna put that look. I meet that 20-year-old. I'm gonna put some 4K loving on her.
You and the antics.
You talking about HD?
4K. No, now they have 8K now, or 6K.
They got 8K too. I think they got 8K too. I think.
Yeah, 8K. I'm like, what?
That's crazy. Soon you're gonna be able to watch it. Soon you're gonna be able to watch a movie and touch the person, right?
Like you remember when you thought 2000, when you hear 2000, like 2000 here, you thought you were gonna tell the TV, the flying cars and the TV just swipe around and you move when you
Hang on,
magnify it.
I feel like in the year 3000 it's going to be. I wish I could live that long, man. Like I promise you, because I would love to see the year 3000.
I
Like
wouldn't. I would love to see it spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, or maybe be reincarnated, you know? But how this world is going, how this world is going. Because if I let this shit alone, my body's going to be beat. I'm going to be beat. My body, you know, I'm probably going to be dust or close to dust.
yeah,
You know what I'm
we probably gonna be ready to go in about another
saying?
hundred, in about another 80, 90 years.
Yeah. You understand? Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that much. You know what I'm saying? You return the favor.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. It's crazy
um,
because how we're in our you in your 30s, right? Yeah,
yeah.
how we're in our 30s, and it's like in the next 25 years we'll be in our 50s. Like in the next 20 years we'll be in our 50s, and it's like wow, you know what I'm saying? In
Mm-hmm,
the next 30 years we'll be in our 60s, and like it's going like this. It's going fast,
mm-hmm,
and it's going nonstop, and I
mm-hmm,
get anxiety when I think about that kind of stuff because
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna live a long time, man, but I know I'm not gonna be here forever.
Oh yeah. You
I
know,
do
but
want to. I
we're
do
going to
want
be
to.
the ancestors, though. We're going to be the ancestors looking after the generation that we created.
Absolutely, man.
We're
Absolutely.
we're going to be the guidance. You know, I was having a consultation today with my father-in-law, and he was saying,
I'm sorry to cut you out now. The father-in-law, that's the pastor, right?
yeah,
From your first wife.
mm-hmm.
Y'all still together? Y'all still thinking about linking back up?
The pastor.
Hmm?
Oh no. This is me. This it's just me. Like I told you again. I know I told you before. He's a wise man. You know what I'm saying?
You still look at him like your father-in-law and stuff like that. Okay.
Yes. I told him again. Like
And
now
he's
he's
still
counseling me. He's counseling me. Like I
that's
said,
great. That's
I
great, man.
I understand him. Like he have what I want. You know, he have what I want. He's a leader. Even though he's a pastor, he's a leader. He's being married for damn near 40 years, you know what I'm saying? He has a family, you know what I'm saying? He has a family, he's a leader, you know what I'm saying? He have what I want, you know what I'm saying? He came from the gutter, just like me, just like I did, you know what I'm saying? Just like I am right now. I'm in the gutter, you know what I'm saying? He rose to the top. The way he did, he do it his way. And I was like, yeah, I need some counseling because I said again, I know I didn't tell you, like my view is my father's a Rolling Stone. So that's deeply embedded in me, you know what I'm saying? That's
Oh,
deeply embedded in me.
bro, my dad, let me tell you this.
Mhm.
My dad has, you know, I'm gonna talk to him first and see if I can disclose this information.
But I'll
But
go and disclose mine. My pop's got 13. Papa Stone.
13.
Mm.
Okay. My dad got
We got to discuss. You say you're going to disclose. Go ahead. Don't got to disclose. Talk to your father first. Talk to your father
absolutely,
first.
absolutely, man,
But
absolutely.
I guess you were saying disclosure, so I just said let me go ahead and let you know how Papa's a Rolling Stone. You know what I'm saying? 13 with like 13 with seven, at least seven baby mamas. You know?
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and disclose.
Oh man,
This is a good.
Papa
Okay,
James. It wasn't me.
it's
It was
okay.
him.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I ain't gonna disclose nothing bad. I'm just. My dad got I think 14 or 15 with four baby mamas.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah,
That ain't bad.
7, man. Ooh,
My mom at the most, my mom at four. Everybody else is like one and two and one and one, you know? So yeah, Papa wasn't playing that, you know?
and he was getting it in.
Papa was slinging dingling, you know what I'm saying? So therefore my role model was my father, you know what I'm saying? I understand that I'm a prideful person, you know what I'm saying? I'm a prideful person. A lot of his traits in character, whether I acknowledge it, you know what I'm saying? Like he was I'm not saying he was a bad person. My father is a philosopher. He's a philosopher, you know. He don't practice what he preach most of the time though, but he's a philosopher, you know. But in terms of like how you treat women and so forth, I didn't gain it for him, you know what I'm saying? And again, it was always my way or no way, you know, as me as a person, you know. And I feel like, you know, I never really tried, you know, I never give nothing my all, you know what I'm saying? No relationship, even I was married, never really give it fully my all. And I was like, will I keep on repeating that cycle, or will I get an insight, you know what I'm saying, from somebody? You know, I said I view them not as a tool, like to use it or disregard, but you know, I come into certain situation like kind of half-assed, like we're going to be together for a while, and then we eventually going to get tired of each other, and we're going to go our separate ways, which is a negative, you know what I'm saying, a negative imagery, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely,
And I know why it's like, my bad. We about to say, I know why it's like that though, bro. You know why it's like that? Because we live in a society
mm-hmm,
where everybody wants to try everybody. Like we live in a society where a man will be like, hey man, you know, a man will pass another woman along to another man. That's the society that we live in, whether it's here in the islands or in the world. It's like this all over the world, even in Africa, bro. You would think Africa would have some type of morality, but they doing this same stuff in the village. You know what I'm saying? They doing all this little stuff, even in their own tribe.
mm-hmm,
So, or it may not be in their tribe. I don't know if it's in their tribe or not, but you know, they doing all kind of stuff like that all over the world.
mm-hmm,
And this mentality to pass a woman along is the problem with our black women, is we're willing to pass them along. And
mm-hmm,
then they develop that mentality for us too, to pass us along.
mm-hmm,
And then when they meet a good man, after being passed, after them being passed around a few times and not minding being passed around, when they meet a good man, they want to tell that good man, oh, you know, this and that. They want to try to control this good man.
mm-hmm.
They want to try to control him and say, you can't be with no other woman but me. Bro, I met this prostitute. I met a prostitute. Never did anything with her. I tried. I ain't gonna lie, I tried, but I told her I was not gonna pay her. Now check this out. Now check this out. Because I was helping her. I was helping her, but I was like, she was chocolate, but I'm talking about, bro, I never, we never really, you know, we did some stuff in the bed, but it wasn't fully sexual contact. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I wanted to, but she wouldn't. I guess she wouldn't let me. You know,
She wanted her money. She wanted her money.
she wanted that money, bro. But you know what she told me, bro?
Mhm.
She came back from a situation I picked up or whatever, and I wanted to help her get on her feet. I told her, "I'll help you get on your feet. You ain't got to do this out here. I'll help you get on your feet." You know what she told me? We was in there in the room talking. She was like, "You better not cheat on me." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Did you just say I better not cheat on you? And when I met you, you was tricking? Are you
Mhm.
serious?" Like, this is the mentality. This is the mentality.
Mhm.
Not only was she tricking, she had children already, and she was tricking. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you tricking right now. You telling me what I should and should not do.
Mhm.
I'm like, you got to be out your mind if you think you finna be my only woman.
You done lived several lives, right?
You know what I should have told her? I said, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't mind us kicking it and me helping you and you even being with me, but I have interest in other women as well. If you want to be a part of that, that's fine. But the whole the whole idea of me cheating on you doesn't exist in my mind, you know. Um, because this the mind where I want to live is I want to be able to help other women like I'm helping you. But
Mhm.
my downfall was is I was helping. I thought I could change anybody, even
Mhm.
even a prostitute.
Mhm.
And I was in Atlanta at the time with this situation,
Mhm.
and that was my problem. My problem was I felt like I could change anybody, and now I realize if somebody doesn't want to educate themselves on how to go to a higher elevation,
Mhm.
then there's really nothing I can do but give them the knowledge and plant a seed to see to for them to grow further in the future, because there's nothing, they have their own life. Unless I enslave them, there's
Mhm.
nothing, I can't force them to do anything, man. And
Mhm.
I had to learn it the hard way. I had to learn it the hard way.
Mhm. Indeed, indeed. That is definitely truth, man. That is definitely truth. Um, like I said, like how you said again, when a woman hit 30, 25, but I'll go even further. I'll go even further. I feel like a person don't change a person don't change when they hit a certain age unless it's determination and will. Like I tell you, I'm sitting here now and I realize the error in my ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm well above what you just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's like reflection. You know what I'm saying? It's like a reflection because I said my greatest fear is not being like my pops. But my pops is in his 60s and he's and he's still single. You know what I'm saying? With the amount of children that he do have. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's hanging over my shoulder as well. You dig?
But when I was talking about that, I was talking about women. I ain't
No,
talking
no,
about
no, 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 no. Hey, no, no, no. You're talking about woman. Yeah, I know you're talking about woman.
okay, yeah.
Um, yeah, woman. Something, and I said again, it all depends. I can't be the only anomaly. You dig what I'm saying? I can't be the one. I'm not going to sit like I'm perfect. Like I'm perfect as only just men because they're gonna be. I'll be definitely gonna catch fire. These two motherfuckers are misogynist as pig. You know what I'm saying? They're sexist. They're sexist. Nah, I will not have no part of it. I will not have no.
Let's ease the world up. We're
Mm,
talking about black women.
mm. I want no smoke. No smoke. I want no smoke. That's
No,
him by
no, no,
himself.
no. Only thing that we're talking about is a valuable point. I can't say it's valid because it's my opinion,
I
but
agree with you though. I agree with you. Like I remember I was in New York. I was talking with this lady, but I feel like certain people you rush stuff. I was talking to this lady, right? I was talking with her. Everything was good. Well, everything was good. Her situation before me, she was in, she's like, yo, she kind of gave me like kind of forewarners. She was like, yo, I met this dude, I just married him because I was in a situation before, or she's like in a 7-year relationship, whatever. And the dude give her like children, whatever else the case may be. We was together and something happened. So she strung me along. Excuse me. She strung me along. She was other dude right after we had a sexual relationship, like maybe a Sunday. I remember this vividly, right? Sex relationship Sunday. The same day she was with the dude. She's with the dude. Like there was like politicking. I don't know if they were sexual. She said she didn't, but when I was inside, I didn't feel the same. You know what I'm saying?
bro,
So
man, I'm telling you, that's how it be. It don't feel the same. You can tell.
mm,
I don't even understand, but
mm,
when I go into it, like women will, if it sounds like they're telling a lie,
mm,
it usually is a lie. And then when you
mm.
go inside of them, if it don't feel the same, usually somebody else was there.
Yep, I was telling her. She's like, "Oh no," she's like, "Oh no, that ain't the case." And
But
years later,
it sounded like it. But it did it when she said, "Oh no," did it sound like she was saying yes?
nah, she lied because the dude. Well, yeah, she admitted she's with the dude. Maybe not him. Maybe somebody else. Maybe it was somebody else, but it didn't felt the same. You know what I'm saying? And I probably didn't. I didn't touch it for like a week or some change. You think? And I say we been messing around for like a year, solid. You know what I'm saying? So we talking
Yeah.
about. But anyhow, her pattern was the same. Like when I heard her talking, and I was like, "All right, cool." And again, the situation she was in, I guess the guy who she was with broke her. He broke her, but she left me. She left him. I guess when she started talking to me, she left him, started talking to me, left me, started talking to the next dude, left the next dude, and started talking, continue the same pattern. So I'm like, maybe I was at fault, and maybe people before me, was at fault as well. But I'm like, at some point in some time, you got to hold up accountability and responsibility. Like you continue doing the same pattern. It's like a point where you got to sit here and be like, yo, it's insanity. I'm repeating the same cycle all over again, and I'm pretty sure she's doing it the same. Like I said again, when she was talking to me, she was getting out of a situation with the dude, so she never give herself some time to fully heal. You know what I'm saying? Like to heal herself. So I was like, yeah. And at the same time, I was like, I understand the gesture. I mean, in the suggestion you made that when you hit a certain age, that you're going to just repeat and be who you are. And I feel like she's set in her ways as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now she's maybe in her late 30s, like late 30s right now, but like she was set in her ways. Like she was literally set in her ways. You
Yep.
understand? So I
Yeah.
understand that. And I feel like she don't feel like there's no error in her ways, just like dudes or every dude is a fuckboy. I'm like, nah, your selection is wrong. You know what I'm saying? How you go about stuff is wrong. So I do
And the
feel like,
and the,
mhm,
and the thing women don't understand is that you you think that you're single. Like
mhm,
these women be like, "Oh, I'm single. I can do what I want or whatever with my body and stuff like that." What they don't understand is the more men you add to your body, the more that's going to be reflective in your relationship. That's going to reflect in your relationship how many men you've been with. Once you get in a relationship, all the bodies you have, you now have to fight that mentality because that's a cycle already. You have a cycle of being with different men. So when you get in a relationship, they have to, that man that you with has to be better than all those men you've ever been with in order for you to stay in that relationship, because you can get this from Johnny, or you can get this from Daquan.
Mm-hmm.
I went to
Mm-hmm.
school. I went to school with somebody named Daquan. Maybe I shouldn't have said his name, but anyway, you can get you can get this. If you can get, you mean I can get this from. I was feeling better when I was single over here
Mm-hmm.
because they adapted to that single life, and then when they in their late 30s and early 40s, now they want to be in a relationship with a good man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I said, what kind of man are you gonna find? Unless he's, you see, I feel like women like that, they need to be with somebody that used to be a pimp, because only a pimp knows how to deal with hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Again, that's him by himself. That ain't me. That's him by himself. You dig? Give him the fire. You know what I'm saying? Not me. That's him. Strictly not me.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm not saying, okay, let me put it like this. I retract that statement. I was being sarcastic. I'm not
Mhm.
calling these women hoes, but at the same time, well, I am kinda, but I'm not. It's like what I'm trying to say is that it's like a prostitute. A prostitute have a whole lot of sexual partners, and she could be single, but she's a prostitute. She's selling her body. You know, I've heard, my mentality is, I've heard these prostitutes with a mentality like, well, all women sell their body and stuff like that, and they use it as a justification. Or someone might say, oh, well, men do it,
Mhm.
not realizing like a lot of men don't have as much sex as women. You know,
It's easier for a woman as well.
it's easier for a woman to have sex because it's more men out here that are thirsty. It's a lot of better males out here who don't hold their own. So
I wanna sit here and say, because my son, my baby, mom, just had this conversation. She had a valid conversation with me. She was saying it's easy to do what a man's do as well, but at the same time, what you said, and also part of what she said, is holding your virtue. You know what I'm saying? Your virtue, because if a woman do what a guy do, ain't nobody gonna wife a woman with loose pussy.
no,
Just something that she said to me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna wife nobody with loose pussy, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's logic. That's logical. I'm with you. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna take it for a test run. And once I feel it, nah, that ain't what I want. I might just want just a hit and quit. So if a woman, like, don't get me wrong, you got some woman with good nature, then you probably won't be able to tell her that you fucking her consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like, consistently. You may hit it one time, like, oh, this some this some good shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you understand? And then, like, you hit it from whatever, just like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you with somebody, you sex. Of course, it ain't gonna be how it was when the first time you have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna stretch it out a little bit. But to your pleasure, to your pleasure, or maybe the last two she was with, you know what I'm saying? But whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is, yeah. I'm just saying, I'm just saying.
and the funny part about it is when she said lose their virtue. See, I'm gonna tell you like this. See, this is the part right here. It's easy for me as a black man, and you as a black man, to
Mm.
find a good black woman. We can find a good black woman easier than a black woman can find a good black man.
She said that too. She had that conversation. She
And
said
I'm
that too.
gonna tell you, this is why polygyny is so important in the black community. But that's our opinion. I ain't gonna try to, I'm trying to be
Mm-hmm.
non-biased with this.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is like she said about the virtue part,
Mm-hmm.
you know, these women don't understand that a man can sense. See, we're natural creatures. A man can sense if you've been, a good man can sense if you've been ran through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you're single and you out there having a good time now, a good man is going to sense that when he meets you, and he's going to deflect from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, unless you meet somebody that was real heavy in the streets, a gangster that's got like a crazy body count as well, and or used to be a pimp, those are the kind of men that can deal with women like that because they're used to those kind of women. Like they're used to having those kind of women around them, you know. So they know what to do and what to say. They know how hard to hit. They know they know whatever it is, they know whatever it takes. You know, like and that's how it is. They know whatever it takes, and because they can identify, they can relate with a hoe. And I'm not saying that these women who are single doing, listen, man, I'm not saying these women that are doing, I'm not saying that these women that are doing what they're doing with these men are hoes. I'm saying that they're doing what hoes do.
Okay.
That's something that hoes do. So you got to be with a man that can operate like a pimp, because he knows how to put you. He knows how to handle you. You know, and you got these women, man. I mean, these women, they'll sit there and be with this man, that man, this man, that man, and expect to find a good man.
Yeah, I want to add to
I
that
don't get
too.
it. I do
I
not get it.
I want to add to that too. Like, you know how they say, oh, it's a. I'm gonna sound a little sexist a little bit now. You know how a woman like, oh, but a woman, like this is 2020, 2021, where we equal. I say, yeah, we equal. I say, you can't do what a man do and still be like literally, oh, man can fuck. Why can't we fuck? Because again, I can tell if you was doing the, you know what I'm saying? I can tell if you been doing the nasty, you been bumping, and if you being ran through, they're gonna say, I can tell that. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. It's good to hear that from a woman, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that, you know what I'm saying, a woman like her can sit you and lecture to other women so they can comprehend it, you know? Like literally, like I can tell you being run through. Like,
Oh yeah. Before I lose my train of thought, um, like I was saying, I forgot this last little part. When a woman can easily, a woman can easily have sex with a man, any kind of man, but it's very hard for her to find a good man within those men. A man can easily find a good woman, but it may be more of a challenge for him to have sex with a lot of these women. But he can find so many good women around, like he can sense because he's a good man. Like, but these men out here, a woman can go down the street and have sex with somebody that she meet at the store. But
right there and then, right there and then.
but guess what though? Is that a good man though?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good man. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a man that's thinking with his penis and his dick, who's most likely gonna run through you and then let you go on about your business.
Keep it moving, keep it moving. Puff, puff.
So we need to realize the type of women that we're dealing with. I don't want to deal with no women that got friends already.
We're gonna wrap this up at 1 o'clock. We're gonna call it 2 hours and a half. 1 o'clock. That's gonna be 2 hours and a half. But keep going, keep going. I like it.
1 o'clock is done. Got it.
Listen to me. I'm going to be uploading this video for like an hour or 5 hours.
No
I have
doubt.
to think of the upload this for like 5 hours on YouTube. You dig what I'm saying?
And then look, and then I gotta watch it too. I'm gonna watch it. But the thing about it is, the thing about it is, everything that
This is a great discussion. Just so you know, this is a great discussion. I love this,
right
especially
here,
how it's ending. Especially how it's ending. We should have started off like this. We start off like this. You probably get like 1 million.
this video right here has hundreds of videos in it. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, it does.
There's hundreds of topics in it that you can go back and get out. Let's make an hour video about this, and let's make it like a woman when she's like women act like women literally believe men have sex more than they do. They believe it. That's why they really believe that men are out here. Like I got women that I deal with, right? And they literally believe, or I was dealing with, like I'm celibate right now. I think I told you that. I'm celibate until November because I'm trying to get this right up here.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, these women believe I'm always with another woman. I'm like, do you really think it's that easy for a man to go down the street? Like, and I'm not no, and I'm not now. I can now, of course, if I talk to certain women, if I'm talking to women all day, then yeah, I can meet this woman and then do something with them next week. Like, of course, if I apply that energy, I could probably
Mm-hmm.
meet a woman. I could probably meet 2 or 3 women a week if I applied the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Or what? But do you think it's that easy? I can go down the street and say, "You want to do something right now?" And
And
it's
she
just
gonna
like,
agree
yeah,
with it. Yeah.
no, you can do that because
Mm-hmm.
men, who do men approach? Men
Mm-hmm.
approach y'all. Men approach women.
Mm-hmm.
Men approach.
Now you might get lucky and find one or two little jump off, maybe one or two jump off, but she want to get wined and dined. She want to be wined and dined,
And you know,
because she don't come off, so she don't come off as a hoe.
I'm gonna
She
tell you,
probably might want to do it, but then
I'm gonna
it's like
tell
you
you,
know,
I'm gonna tell you like this. I had one woman we never did nothing because she wanted to be wine and dined.
mm-hmm,
And I would have did it too because she was a good woman. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
mm-hmm,
And but she was telling me, she was telling me I want to be wine and dined and da 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 da. And she was basically saying, once you wine and dine me, I promise, like basically, I'm gonna do this and that with you. And she didn't give me a chance to wine and dine her because I guess she felt like I was inconsistent with my words or whatever. And I'm like, look, man, I ain't got time for all these complications anyway. I'm
mm-hmm,
out. You know what
mm-hmm,
I'm saying? She was a good woman. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. She was a good
mm-hmm.
woman. And
If
she
you
and
if you
she
had a chance to do things differently, would you do it differently with
with
her?
her,
Yeah.
what I would have did with her is I would have had more conversations on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had more conversations on the phone with her, and I would have. I just wanted to communicate with her. So with her, I was like, "Let's go to Steak and Shake." She was like, "Steak and Shake, Steak and Shake." I was like, "Yeah, Steak and Shake." What the fuck?
She was, well, I remember back in the days you could go in the park and have a picnic, and that was cool. Nowadays, what?
But you know what? You know what though? Check this out. I think that's what she wanted. She wanted some creativity. She wanted to see if I was willing to go that distance with her and stuff like that. And she wanted to see if I was gonna do this and do that. I could have took her to the park, but I wouldn't. My mentality wasn't on that at that moment. My mentality was just, you know, I wanted to chill with her, hang with her, and that's it. I just wanted to kick it with her, hang with her, and eventually have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have the mentality to wine and dine her and all this stuff like that. I don't. I'm done. That dating scene for me, I'm done with the whole dating and whining and dining and all that stuff like that. Like I said, if I meet a woman, I'm gonna get to know him. I'm gonna get to know him a little bit, like we was talking about getting to know him and stuff like that. Um, and all that whining and dining and going on dates and trying to calculate my game and all this stuff. No, I'm too busy working.
Yeah.
We got to talk on the phone, and then when I see you, I'll give you a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna let me smash, you're gonna let me smash. And once you let me smash,
I
look,
don't know him. I don't know him.
look, and once you let me smash, we together. We together. You're not gonna have to worry about me leaving you. She's not gonna have to worry about me leaving her.
But then you understand that that ain't the way how every man operates with a woman, though.
Exactly.
That's how
Exactly.
you operate, but I know every man operates
That's a
with women.
fact. That's a fact. And I think these women take advantage of that with me because they'll sit here and do all kind of stuff. And then because I believe in polygyny, they feel like they always got a slot, with my machine. You feel me? That was a good. That was.
It was.
They feel like, they feel like they'll always have a chance to hit the lottery again. No, no, you don't.
Yeah.
This
No
is
options. No options.
I'm closing this machine down.
Yeah. I dig it, man. I dig it. Listen to me. I dig it. Believe me.
Y'all ain't putting the right currency.
Cryptocurrency now, right?
This is American money that's supposed to go in here. And y'all putting money from, the euro dollar and
And the
stuff.
yens and so forth, right? and the
It's got to
and the
be compatible.
pounds.
It's got to be compatible with the machine I'm trying to run. And
Yeah.
y'all doing all kind of other stuff. Like what's going on? But it's my fault too, because if I'm not in a productive place where I can provide for them, I shouldn't even really be talking to them.
And I told you that's where my self-reflection kicked in too, yo. That's where my self-reflection kicked in right now. Like, yeah.
I blame
Like, yeah.
myself. I blame myself for all my relationships, because if I was in a position where I could really dominate the situation better financially, things probably wouldn't have went as bad as they went. You know. Yeah. You make this last point. I know it's about to be 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock now. It's 1:01.
I know you ready to go. It's 12.
No, I ain't ready to. I'm not ready to go. I'm just saying there's a lot of it. Listen to me. I ain't going to. I'm not going to like. I'm going to edit. I'm probably going to.
Hey, look, we literally can talk for 4-5 hours. I already know.
We can keep it going. We can keep it going. Believe that. Just believe that. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing though. I ain't gonna edit this video for no 4 hours. 2 hours and a half. That's already a lot, boy. You dig? That's a lot. You know, I gotta listen. Like I gotta listen to the whole thing. Okay, this part here, and I gotta cut it right here and listen some more. And I gotta cut this.
You actually, I feel like this is a suggestion. Put it out raw and uncut, and then just
to feed people feedbacks.
Feed people segments of the video, like part 1, part 2, part 3, you know, and then have full video, and then have part 1 of this, part 2 of that, and then I like I told you, 2.5 hours, bro. Yeah. That's 6 months worth of video. But I'm not saying not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like you could stretch this out. You could stretch this out for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
If you want to, and it'll go, man. Because once you start putting in topics with it and stuff like that, and hashtags,
especially that loose. Yeah, that's definitely going. That's going to stop. I think like people put that in, they're gonna be like, oh, you saw it.
One more thing about the loose, and then I know we can close it out. A woman, if y'all start practicing V-steaming, because a young lady that, you know, I'm neutral about our situation right now because I'm trying to figure out what's going on naturally in my own mind. But the V-steam thing, she does the V-steams, and you know, she does certain stuff like that, and that's very, let me just say, that's very healthy for her to do.
Yeah. You know, it's another one too. With aloe vera. This is the snap back from the islands. The aloe vera and also vinegar too, and aloe vera in the bathtub. You run the water in the bathtub and you cut up like pieces of aloe, because you know if you put aloe on your face, your face is gonna tighten up. The aloe, you gotta peel it, the skin, and drop it in the water, and just soak. And
a lot of people don't know, with a loom seasoning, a little dash of a loom seasoning in your bath water can tighten you back up. Women know how to tighten themselves back up. It ain't no long, hard process. Women just don't want to go through the process of the hygiene of going from, and then they want to still keep dealing with all these men, which is
definitely throw off their pH balance.
Exactly, which is going to, that's going to, and it also makes them kind of mental, what I'm saying, to be honest. Like that's what I feel like the women that I've met who had a lot of partners, I feel like we can't connect. I feel like we can't connect. Then I meet women that ain't been with a lot of men. We click. We click. I'm talking about we click, like it's because it's a compatibility connection, because it's not a bunch of men in her frequency. If you're gonna deal with another man in a relationship, you got to get all those other men out of your system, out of your frequency. You got to wash your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Even men have to wash their spirit.
Yes.
So, I can't be with 1,000 women and expect not to have any kind of psychological changes with that. And I'm a man.
Yep. I'm traumatized myself, so I know. Stuff that ain't happened to me, I'm traumatized about. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if I got 10 women and they all and they nice looking and they all nice, they ain't gonna affect me in a negative way.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I couldn't do it the 10 though. Like,
I ain't
I
doing
agree with it, but I can't. I
the
can't.
10, I'm just being sarcastic,
That's
man.
10. That's 10 women. That's 10 headaches, and that's 10 too much. Along with the
Well,
children, and yeah, that's 10 too much.
if they're 10, if it's 10 women that can benefit you,
Yeah.
then it's 10 healers.
Ah, yes,
Can you
yes.
imagine having
Take
10
a
healers
negative. I like to take a negative and put a 10 healers, 10 nurturers. You know what I'm saying?
and 10
Yep.
look,
10,
and,
10 educators.
and 10 inheritances from the womb?
Yes,
That's beautiful.
yes,
That's how
yes,
you gotta
yes,
look at it. See, that's how I
yes.
know we're gonna have some great wives, bro.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, indeed, indeed, indeed,
I
indeed.
want I want at least four. Me personally, I want at least four.
Yes, yes. Most I promise you 4 wives. Yeah. I listen to me. I get it. I get it. I understand. I agree with the concept. You know what I'm saying? I agree with the concept entirely. You know what I'm saying? But me being with my past, my childhood, you know what I'm saying? Me growing up, let me tell you, wait, I grew up with, I'm the only boy, the middle child of there's 5 of us and 4 was girls. So that's probably my little traumas. You understand?
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, that's my little trauma, you know what I'm saying? But let's wrap this up. Let's wrap
Let's
this
wrap it
up,
up.
you know.
Let's wrap
Listen
it
to
up.
me. Tomorrow I work tomorrow. I work tomorrow. I start back to work tomorrow. But I would just say we could do it tomorrow if you early, because I go in at 2 tomorrow. So if you look early, we could get a little chop up. Or matter of fact, forget that. We got enough material. It's still recording.
We got enough, man. We got
Yeah,
enough,
we
man.
still recording. We still on for Sunday. We still on for Sunday. Matter of
Sunday
fact,
night, bro.
hmm?
Sunday night, bro.
Sunday night. Yes, 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 yes. Sunday night.
I feel like that's gonna be a heavy panel.
Listen to me. That's gonna be. I told you. You already mean you did 2 hours and a half.
And
Another
my
brother.
and my brother got it on his phone too.
What?
My brother, my actual biological brother.
He coming on too?
I'm saying he has it on his phone. He has Zoom on his phone too. My brother, we got the same father. That's my brother.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Also,
I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it this Sunday, but I'm saying in the future if we ever do it again.
yes, 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 yes. So what's this? What you want right now?
Say it again.
What do you want right now? What we zooming on? With you?
Oh, me and you zooming again?
No, no, no. I'm saying, what are we on? I am on my laptop. What are you on right now?
Oh, I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. So okay. Gotcha. I thought it was your phone because he's on his phone. Like, all right, cool, bet. Well, any of people, this is the benediction. You know what I'm saying? This is the benediction. As you tell already, you know what I'm saying. We had a nice conversation. We could go longer. We could definitely go. We could do an hour more.
How could you say that word way easier than depiction?
What was that? The benediction?
Benediction.
Because listen to me, you was a church guy, right? I was a church guy. That's remember benediction. That's the church. That's the ending. The benediction. I couldn't wait for the benediction.
I mean,
Hallelujah.
yeah. Bring the money. Bring the money.
Yeah, no. No, the offering is before the benediction. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Offering way
Absolutely.
before. Offering after they start singing, after the praise and worship, then it's the benediction. I mean, it's the offering. But yeah, benediction. That's cool. The benediction. I was church for years. but
Absolutely.
But family, I do hope y'all enjoyed our conversation. I do hope y'all enjoy our content. Like I said again, this is free flowing, nothing scripted. I have no paperwork. I have no chart sheet, no speech cards, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just free flowing. This how me and a brother talk. We had another video we did I think we did the same time. I think we did exactly 2 hours. Right now, I think we did 2 hours and a half or 2 hours and 40 minutes. The 2 hours right now, 40 minutes before we did 2 hours, but this was 2 hours exactly.
But we wasn't recording the last footage, but this is a lot of good stuff from this footage as well, so it's fine. Well,
Yes.
it's everything we talk about. If if everyone keeps watching and stuff like that, all of those topics will come up again because it's a lot of the same topics, and we can kind of like regurgitate it back and kind
Yes.
of recycle the information in
If you
different
like
ways.
you like this content, definitely subscribe to my page. Comments, write your comments. Your comments will be read unless it comes in the thousands and millions and so forth. Then we're gonna have to I won't be able to follow it straight through. Tell me what topics you like the most. Tell me what topics you like the most. What topics you want us to hear more? Like more to get more brothers. We have Q&As,
And I got
Q&As.
and I got another brother too in New Jersey, smart brother. I got a few brothers, bro, but we're gonna chat. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk.
Definitely. So yeah, you like what you like? You like the content of this? Like I said, I'm just gonna be something I'm gonna run on with. I'm gonna run on with because I said again, I feel like black men have to hear this because you said most of this, everything is rooted around this is black people talk. This is literally black people talk. I'm probably gonna change my channel from being brother conscious to black talk. You know what I'm saying? This is where we can sit here, we can yeah, we can get our point across here, our concerns, you know what I'm saying? Probably get the podcast going where we can get some callers, yada yada yada, you know what I'm saying?
We can do all of that, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, there's something else.
And one of these days, man, I'll mess around and come up there to Philly, bro.
Listen, it's a city of brotherly love. If I ain't down there or back home, you know what I'm saying? We could do it like brothers.
Because me be able to about to do what I'm about to do, I can get the podcast stuff. I can get the microphones and all that stuff like that. I'm talking about the real deal stuff with the, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just to make it like more like it sounds good right now though.
I mean, I could get it too from Amazon and Groupon and eBay. You know? Yeah, the podcast stuff. Yeah, but
you making me want to go ahead and start my podcast too.
Yeah, hell yeah, this real talk. This real talk live, man. This real talk live, real concern. Like I said again, this is black centered. This is centered around black issues, black topics, you know what I'm saying? Worldly topics, what's going on in the community, you know what I'm saying? Our females, our males, you know, like I said, I want to use this as a platform to reach out and touch some people, you know what I'm saying? Not physically, but reach out and touch some people who maybe need to hear the word. You know, like I say, again, I'm in my time of self-reflection. I'm trying to help myself. So I'm bringing people, I'm adding people in my corner that can spread some light to me. You know, some younger, some older, you know what I'm saying? You can learn. I can learn. I have a 2-year-old, about to be 2-year-old. He teaches me. So you can learn once you're open and ready. You know what I'm saying? You're receptive of change. So yeah, this is what it is. Like I said, again, you have some topics you want to sit here and talk. That ain't stupid. When I say stupid, some people are going to jump on you and say stupid trolls, going to say some stupid shit. So whatever topic you do have, you know what I'm saying, you can write it in the comment section, and we can tackle it. You know, like I said again, as you see the brother, he ain't doing his classes yet. I'm still available. We can hit it, you know what I'm saying? We can hit it and give the people what they want to hear. You know, no dumb shit. We ain't selling out our people. Period. Just question and answer, you know what I'm saying, concern about the community, concern about ourselves, concern about our woman, our mental health, you know what I'm saying, our relationship, our marriages, you know what I'm saying, trying to salvage the black community, period. But go ahead, brother Leach, bring it home.
Bring it home?
Bring it home.
All right, man, this has been Black Talk. Y'all come back and see us.
Ciao. Peace and blessings again, family.
Peace and blessings, my brother. Y'all be safe.
Yes.